sort of a little recap our last session. You all continued to travel to Dinzin after freeing Balrock. You saw that the people that summoned Balrock seemed to be some teenagers that may have gotten in over their head, summoning a devil. Who knows why they summoned such a high-powered devil? They seem to not know why either. You all continued your way to Dinzin. Unfortunately, John's pet frog in the middle of the night was snatched by some underground creature while John was distracted by some ghastly-looking, dead-looking birds in the trees. Upsetting.
Probably for the best.
Upsetting for John. And Vita, or no, not Vita, Felix had not a dream, but a transition to some other space where he was led by a transition.
Good for him.
To a
save her.
to a Okansta, the dragon that had previously thanked him for saving Siskin, appears to be Siskin's mother of some sort, led him to see this group of 4 people killing a dragon near Dinzin, and how she was going to shepherd the dragon's soul to a place called Throckdoon, and that Felix can do that too. She didn't really elaborate much on that, so things to think about for Felix. No one knows what Throckdoon is, but you all made it to Dinzin. But I will say that Ori did point out that Throckdoon, since the dragons hate the gods so much, it's probably not a divine realm. You all made it to Dinzin. We're told at the front that magic is illegal here. Casting magic is illegal. You're allowed to be here, but just be aware of that. And upon coming in, you talk to the people at the visitor center, being like, what the fuck's up with that? And they basically said that a lot of people here have been negatively affected by magic, or believe that magic is a curse on society, a plague, not a good thing, whatever you want to say. And pondered that for a little bit, even though you all have used magic quite effectively for good in the world. You all left, and then you met the Fangs, who had been rolling in with a head of a dragon, the one that Felix saw in his not dream. Rolled in, they seem to be a jolly bunch. There's a big guy, I forget his name. I could pull it up in the notes, but I'm not going to. Big guy that arm wrestled with John. John instantly won. He was super impressed, wanted John's autograph. And they made their way to the center to deliver the head of this beast to Lady Liza at the Liza Temple, which you all headed to. 2 of you went to the Census Bureau to get some information on the Greydress name, which you all did. And then 2 of you walked around the market, spoke around with some people as they delivered the head, and that got rolled up all the way to the top of the Liza Temple and was thrown in. And that apparently happens with a whole bunch of beasts that the Fangs kill, so who knows if the Fangs at the top of that temple. But you all decided to head to Dinzin University, where you find a sprawling university, very much like a large university in the real world, which is very rare in Sumia. And you found that the historical department at this university is massive. All the other departments are kind of smaller, have one building, but this one has multiple buildings to it, each one denoting some specific type. And you all went into the ancient historical department, with the ancient one being everything that is pre-eras. I initially misspoke and said pre-deities, which would have been fucking nuts, but pre-eras, which is still ancient to everybody.
It's
and
been here the whole time.
You all found a paper written by Zell Greydress that Vita almost recognized, basically, almost could see himself writing it, oddly enough, talking about a Pell settlement. Previously unknown one. Pell are people that live underground, ancient civilization. Found a settlement underground, but also found a temple behind a wall that had an iconography of a large red eye that Zell may have become a little too obsessed with. You all have just finished reading this, and something that I want to call everybody's attention to before we get started really with this episode is the leads channel. I have added actually the census information of the 3 people who are currently from the latest census. So that is for you to look through. There is Howard, Ty, and Alika. Ty, you know to be Zell's husband, and Alika, Zell's daughter. You don't know who this Howard guy is, but appears to be at the Graders farm. And Ty appears to be the residents at Lake Nasira, but the biggest one is that Alika, Zell's daughter, appears to be at the University of Denzen, where you all reside, and is a professor in the Ancient Historical Department. So, I say we start this session with, what do you all want to do? You all are
I put
in
on
the university.
a red mask of Ori before
Okay.
anyone other person can possibly see me in this room.
What is the what type of paper is the thing that we got the information from just now? Does that make sense?
That is from Turlon's notes. Turlon wrote down for the
I got it
various
from like census books.
census.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh,
Like trolling through a bunch of them.
okay.
And this is the latest census.
Sorry, I mean like information about Gradris and
the Pell settlements.
Sorry,
yes,
yeah,
that was a paper that Zell Gradris wrote. It's kind of like these poster boards, right, where it is people explaining their research, much like you've seen in various universities. It's kind of like this research building, and so this is kind of just a poster board outline of Zell Gradris' work.
Got you.
And you said we could in the lobby, right? Just like the
yeah, it's just and you've walked through the hallways, and so this is just one of the hallways, and you found it.
Is there any chance, Stephen, that I don't know, reports, daily logs, or I don't know, something that would be like daily updates on the actual expedition? Any of the expeditions, I don't know, I don't remember if Zell took more than one, but any logs.
We need the one.
Yeah, we need the one. If it doesn't have to be from him, it could be from any of the other students, workers, whatever other people I assume went with him. Is there anything like that? So we have an update of day by day, or not exactly. You know what I mean? Not exactly day by day.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'll say on the poster itself, it does outline when this trip occurred, and I'll say the trip occurred probably a few thousand days. So, seems like 5 or 6 years before the actual trip, where around roughly the time that you know Zell to be missing. So it does outline the day that it occurred and kind of some rough dates, but not anything too in depth. In terms of if you wanted those, you would need to find Zell's notes, which may be somewhere in this university.
That's a good idea.
No, first-hand accounts of anything that's easily available.
I'll say
just writing for.
It's very writing for this poster. It doesn't seem like anything here is really original. It seems to all be copies just for this poster.
And sorry, Vita, I know you put on the mask because obviously you're scared of running into Alika. Do we want to stick around and browse, or do you want to get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know yesterday or last session you were a little antsy about getting out of here. So
I would love to leave because even if I stick around and help, every time I look anything related to Zell, I always have immense head trauma anyway. So I can't even really help with the papers. So yeah, I would like to leave. Myself. I feel like someone should stick, or 2 of us should stick to find more notes here. But I need to go to another wing because I'm just gonna get hurt or mess something up.
I'm gonna be no use here. I'm not great at research, so I can go with Vita.
I don't know where else we can go though that can help figure things out without it being the archaeology department though. Maybe.
Maybe
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
is there?
You do have two other people that are Greatresses. They are a little further away.
Maybe we go check out your family's farm.
What about the guy that I don't know?
I think
Right?
we had discussed that last session. That was an idea, but if we did, we'd have you. I think we were going to go after this, and it was just
Yeah, I should be invisible.
Yeah, you were going to go invisible, just so you can
Well,
listen in.
I can go with you then if you want to scope that out.
Why don't we just wait? Why don't we just let them look around? It can't take them that long to look and see
I will
if they
say,
find
though,
something.
one person will probably be a little less intimidating than two. Not that if we were to choose the least intimidating
True.
single person, it would be John.
Well, I can
I
just
don't
stand in.
think that would be the person.
He's a
we
friendly
choose,
guy.
I'm gonna
but-
stand in the woods.
Surely
Alright.
that'll make it worse.
In the dark.
No, that's a good point. All right, let's
I'm
go
just
to
saying,
the.
I'm just saying it's good to have one person. It wouldn't be a bad idea to have one
Yeah.
person go, just one person go to the farm to come off
I
as less
agree.
intimidating.
That's probably a good idea
Two
instead
would
of
be
this
like FBI
group of
agents
crazy
coming to your
people.
house.
Yeah.
Let's go to the farm. The guy I don't know, and I'll be invisible so you can approach, and it'll look friendly. You're a nice guy.
All right, I'll just ask
We'll
if
do
they.
that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. All right.
I say maybe enter roleplay just a little bit. I say, do we have any ideas of what topics we want to discuss? Questions you might want to ask them?
We just need that location. So anything that they would know about who Zell hired, where he went specifically, like we just have to find the Titan, I think.
All right,
So
you can
could say
message
you're-
me in my head while I'm talking to them
yeah.
to make
You
sure I
want to,
ask the right questions.
You could use a cover, maybe, that you're just asking around for information
Yeah, we can say we're from that college from
the universe.
whatever. Where were we just? Kiyasi?
You could
we
even
know
just say
them.
you're from the University of Dinsen and that you're someone trying to
Well,
pick
actually,
up their
the
research.
kiosk one might be better because here people could like very low likelihood, but they could like actually check that. No one here is gonna be going to.
I'm just gonna
kiosk
pretend I'm
and
hired
check
help for an
that.
archaeology expedition that's looking into this whole
Mm-hmm.
That
Cell
works.
Gradrus
That's fine.
thing,
Yeah.
and my boss just told me to come around asking for information on a hunch.
Some
So
project.
I like that. And yeah, okay. We just need to find that location. That's what we need. So, however
And,
we can do that.
Perhaps it'd be useful to learn information about what happened to Zell Graders shortly before, if they have any. But it might not
Yeah.
be the best idea to ask directly.
yeah,
So you might want to maybe just ask.
I'm fairly confident in my ability to talk people up and bread and butter them. So I'll just
Bread and butter.
I'll just see what I can do.
Just make sure to ask. Definitely.
Bread and
Trust me,
butter.
trust you to do it right.
We got it.
What's 9 plus 10? 21.
So
You stupid.
Vita, and I sort of turn and kind of like try to put on a sort of serious affect.
Okay.
And
You're staring at a bright red glow.
yeah,
mask.
You see
honestly, at
Ori's-
some point,
I love it.
you tell
You see
I
face staring directly.
What's
at
10
you.
plus 9?
When-
1d1?
when I look at you, you can see for just a moment the failing to put on a serious affect for like just a moment before I kind of look serious again. Is there anything? As you know, you said that it was a lot of effort for you to read into anything. Is there anything you think we should look into out here about Zell or your past or the archaeology, or anything you would like to know?
No,
Be curious for you to
I
figure out.
don't like being here. It only brings me pain in my head, specifically.
Go ahead.
Yes. No, just we're here because we need to find this Titan. That's how we can stop what we're trying to stop. So anything about Zell, I don't want to know unless it's pertinent and relevant. But
Gotcha.
I know.
it just hurts every time when I pass out or whatever. So that's why
Raise
I'm
my
here.
eyebrows
That
when you
is
say
that
pass
is the
out.
issue.
We'll get going.
That's it.
I turn over to Felix. I'm just trying to find more information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Trying
then
to find. I've been
Stephen.
I
trying to
will,
find eyesight to turn on. What I think would be best is like a first-hand account, if possible, because like there's no way that
Of the original dig.
of something related to that site. Because I think if we can go to the dig site, we can find the Titan. Because if they're underground, I mean, knock on wood,
We can just punch holes
there's only
down
so
there.
many places we could go, right?
Did we know if Zell
A diggy
do we know
diggy
if
hole
Zell
down
took
there.
I know he hired some miners to do this. Did you have any do we know if he had any
With an E.
Zeldin, hold on, Zeldin, what?
With an E.
So I know Zell had 14-year-old children at
Zeldin
the
Idris
dig
was
site.
on the island.
Younger.
Things were different back then. It was different.
I was only there for the snorkeling, okay?
Okay, but I'm sorry, I'm trying to be serious again. Does Zell, do we know if Zell had any hopefully they had some sort of assistance or
My colleagues
they
or
had
experts
whatever.
from the
They
university.
had to.
I'm hoping if we can go look at the directory of who worked on this paper, we could find at least someone still working at the university who was
I
there.
don't. Worst comes to worst, if okay, I guess there's a couple hoops we'd have to jump through to get there. But why'd you laugh, huh?
Because LaFleur sent a picture of a little boy mining. Like, it's so stupid. What about it?
What about
Vincent's
Got it.
best.
Vincent's
Um,
best.
Worst comes to worst, this is an assumption. I don't really think that any of the students here are going to be the laborers. So
Right, I
they
agree.
probably, I don't know if they would stay open for thousands of days, but maybe we could find whatever mining company they contracted to go out
Could go
there
to
with
his
them.
daughter. He
Yeah,
would know.
yeah. Okay.
What's our should
Well,
we
He's a
have if these
professor.
people meet up
I-
with each
I
other
think
because
we
they're
have the
family?
actual-
Should we have like a consistent cover story? Obviously, they'll probably never see us again, but I'm
They
just
could
saying,
see us
like,
together, and that might look suspicious if we have inconsistency.
I'm not even really worried about it,
That's a
except
good
for like
idea,
Vita's
too.
We're all
cover.
together from
I never think of these things.
from an independent archaeologist who wants to
I think-
investigate.
It's a
the
summit. It's a summit.
I
Here in
think yeah, like
Tenzin.
we're
Oh no,
we're
you're here at the archaeology summit, dude. We're just here for
Yeah.
the
Here for
summit, dude.
we're doing a presentation about Zell Gradris's work for
Yes.
an upcoming archaeology summit.
I'm just a big
I Felix
Zell head.
don't know what a summit. I
I'm a
don't
Zell
yeah, I
head.
don't know what
I'm a
a summit is
Zell
either.
head.
Felix has never been
So
to
I'll say
college.
I'll turn. So we have the paper, right, Stephen? Or we have the you said like the poster about the paper.
Yeah, you're just standing in front of it. Yeah, like you can read the paper.
Does it have? So sorry. I mean, like just looking at it, just to kind of kick off what Alex and I were talking about. Are there any names besides Zell on it?
I'll say that Zell Gradris is the primary one. And I also do want to, before I forget about it, I'll say that Zell Gradris disappeared, like, just to contextualize the time of it all, disappeared like a good, let me make sure, like 44 years ago. So it's been a good amount of time. So this paper seems to be important because he discovered an entire like new civilization. But I just want to contextualize that anybody that worked with him, it's been 44 years. So there's
Yeah.
and an era change.
Plus
So
area change.
I
Yeah.
do just
That's a long
want
time.
to add.
I think yeah.
I do just
Um,
want
If
to
I
add.
go the
that,
daughter, she would probably be the only one.
I just think, Alex, I think we should do both, and I think while we're at the university, we might as well peek around. So, like, just we can like do one of those. Just don't even know we need to role play. Just ask around for the names, see if any of them are there, and if we
Mhm.
get anything from them, act on it. If not, track down Miss Gradris.
Because she's a professor here where we're standing in this
Yeah.
department. So
Yeah,
she
let's
should
do
be,
that.
like
So,
right here.
Felix, we do that.
Yeah.
Right.
We,
awesome.
Let's do our operations here, Stephen. We doing us or we doing them?
What
first?
we're gonna do John and Vita just for a quick moment. So John and Vita, you begin to leave
Bye, guys.
to go to the farm
Bye-bye.
to find out where
Good
it
luck.
is in the first place, and to get
Is it an
there.
asteroid?
I will
Kind of hard
say,
to breathe, Ori. You're tight on my face, bro. Can you hover?
sorry, I can't fly.
You can't fly? Oh yeah, you're a lizard. Okay,
Yeah.
I can fly.
whatever.
Whatever. I'll say you do leave, and it is around 8 p.m. You could get there, from what you understand, probably in a few hours. Okay.
Would it be a good idea to show up knocking at their door
Hey,
well past sunset at nighttime and just start asking questions about a dead family member from thousands and thousands of days ago.
Look, we're eager students, man. Look,
Family member been dead for 40 years.
look.
I know it's
they'll
7 p.m.
comply. I don't really care what this guy thinks at this farm. Like,
Okay.
Can answer the
Well,
question.
I'll come up with something just to cover for that, but
yeah,
I think we just got it's not going to really help our case.
can make him talk.
Okay, then you all
I
are
guess.
deciding
Spell or some
deciding
shit.
to go.
While
even if
we
you get
walk
there
over there, I was like,
10.
maybe if things go south, I'm just gonna throw out some ideas. Maybe if things go south, I can say like maybe I got a cursed spirit on me, and then you start throwing things around the house, or you know,
Yeah,
it's making you
I can do
angry. I'm
whatever.
haunted by the ghost of Elgradrus. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
I got it.
These two are a duo. All right, you all begin making your way. I'll say, John, give me a diplomacy check if you're going to be talking to people to figure out how to exactly get to this farm
Yeah, I can
in
do
a
that.
place called Holst. that you
It's nice to roll a
found.
dice on a computer that doesn't lag a million.
Million.
It's a
Give me
diplomacy.
Diplomacy, please. I'll say it does take some asking around before you find someone, like a good 20 minutes. You keep asking people, and people are like, yeah, it's like to the north east of here, but I don't know how far. But there is someone who says that if you're able to, let me rewind. He says, yeah, there is a path off of the main path. Like if you go about 200 feet, there is a path off of the main road that goes towards Holst, and you'll probably be there in 40 minutes. So you are told.
All right, let's get walking. Is there anything? The city's safe. I don't have to worry about anything. I can beat the shit out of anything.
We can do whatever we want here, man.
Yep.
That's what I've always been saying.
I don't
Okay.
know if that's true, but all right.
You all begin making your way towards the exit of Dinsen. But what I'm going to, we're going to flash around to Turlon and Felix. I'd
Gotta
like
use
some
the bathroom
perception
really quickly.
checks.
Hello, hello, hello.
Perception checks from both of you. Please.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Is Fantasy Plus working, Steven, or do I need
It is not. I've not looked into it yet. Maybe it is,
They
but,
hate you now.
but just
I just
just
want to know if I need to get on my own
get some jungle ambience.
college try music.
Yes. It is later at night, so it's a little bit quieter. But I'll say you all begin looking around. There are two people's names along with Zelgradus. I will say just Professor 1, Professor 2, just to make it easier. And I will say that you do go around. Felix, you begin walking around just this department, and you do ask some people, and one person says that they do know of Professor 2. They know that Professor 2, they had a class with him, a number of, in their first year or whatever. They start telling this whole long story, and you're like, yeah, get to the point. And he says that his office is on the top floor of this building. I'll say, Turlon, around the same point in time you're walking around, scouting around, you do find a directory for people, people's offices in this building. And not only do you see Professor 2's name there in a very similar place that Felix discovers from this other student that's kind of up late studying, but you see the office of Alkasan Barrier as well is on the second floor of this building, where you all have been mainly staying on the first.
Okay. Well, that's good. So we know that the one person said he had a class with us, and we know where Alka is.
Didn't hear anything about Professor 1.
Yeah.
Professor 1's probably dead.
Well, I
He's
think
dead.
Could be
I
dead.
think honestly, I'll just
There's no one young in academia, it looks like, so.
I'll look for a random student. I just ask them. Do you know Professor 2? Their office.
Professor 2. Professor, well, from the director, you know the room number, but if you do ask them, they can.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said I just had Alka on the.
Oh no,
on the
you have Professor 2 on the third floor and Alka.
Just kidding.
She's on the
I don't.
third. Okay.
I don't
2
need- I
on
don't need
3.
this. I don't need this.
Got
guy. I don't need this guy. Yeah, I tell you,
This
I
guy
Felix
no
sets out
longer
the
exists.
directory,
Yes.
and we lead the way.
And so, which do you go to?
I think Professor Two first. I think.
See if they're
Two
there.
first on 3.
We got all the numbers.
God damn it. So you go to Professor Two's room, and you see that unfortunately the door is closed, and you try the door and it is locked. You can see on the front
Don't
it
really
does
know what
have
I expected. Turley.
office hours from 3 to 5 every day. That's the only sign on
Damn
this
it.
Only 2 hours. Damn.
I'll clock the office hour. For a lot of UVA professors, that would have been generous. I clock the office hours. I take out a note. I write it down. No dice. Before we go to Alika, our cover story is we're investigating Minecraft moment.
That's a different Professor Akihiyasi.
Our cover story is that we are investigating for a private archaeologist. Just want to get some information.
Yeah, we're doing research on into the work that Zelgradris did. I
So
think
we're not
that's.
really going to ask about Zell, although I suppose we must be ready for her to be emotional.
I mean, well, I mean, I doubt
Maybe
she's
not.
still. I doubt she'll be like emotional, unless she can't like have. She has to have picked up a coping mechanism in the thousands of
So I suppose-
days,
I
right?
suppose she would have literally forgotten. I mean, she
And
doesn't have
also,
any
technically,
memories
yeah,
from before.
he didn't even die this era, so like,
Yeah,
she'll probably find
no, you're right. I guess that we don't have to worry about it. I just don't
Yeah,
want to
we
get
don't.
into a situation where we get shut out from talking because we're being too insensitive to people. Just gotta be
I
careful
think as
before we
long
get
as
the
we
information out of them.
appear that we're doing it like academically, granted, I don't really know what that looks like, but I'm going to try my best. As long as we look like we're looking to just gather information for like research and the betterment of knowledge or whatever, we'll probably be fine.
I nod. All right, let's go.
Oh yeah, I say you go to Professor
Steven, do
Alika's.
I
Yeah, what's up?
know what the proper way to address this person respectfully would be?
It doesn't seem like in this university there are doctors. It's not like Doctor, Alika or whatever, Doctor Gradris. It seems like just Professor. So I'll say, yeah, you would know that if you wanted to be formal about it, you could say Professor Gradris.
Okay, yeah, let's go. I'll lead you. I'll lead the way where I saw in the directory, and I'll knock.
I'll say you see that the door is slightly open and the light is on inside. So do you still knock?
Yeah, I give a quiet sort of knock on the side of the door.
You hear a kind of a clearing of a throat, and you hear a feminine voice say, "Come in."
I look at Felix and I just give like a hurried nod and walk on in. And I say,
Open the-
Professor Gradus?
Yes, you open the door and you see what very standard kind of small professor office desk that she is sitting behind. You see what appears to be around a 50-year-old, which for an elf is
Kind of crazy.
still like still youngish. It's not like you're middle aged, but still certainly up there. Very much an adult. Female
Not
elf
crazy. Never mind.
with long blonde hair. You can't even see the end of it. It's going towards the back. She's just wearing this very simple kind of blue robe. And it looks like she's kind of grading papers. You can see that there's glasses on the edge of her nose as she appears to be using them while she was looking down. She looks up at you, takes off her glasses, and you can tell that everything in this room is incredibly well organized. There are a couple of frames of what appear to be some diplomas, maybe like a research paper, like a kind of like a miniature version of the poster that you saw before, kind of on one of the other walls, and you can see that there's a window out the back, which is obviously black because it is night times, but it's slightly ajar to let in the fresh air. And she looks up at you and she says, yes, how can I help you two?
I'll shuffle in, and I'll leave some room for Felix to stand next to me. And I'll look at Felix before continuing.
You got it.
Yes. Hello. We were sent to investigate and try to get some more information about Zell Graydress's investigation. Do we have the name? Because I know it's like just the archaeological site with the Pell Society, but like,
It's like, yeah, I think we
does
can
it have
just
does
say,
the site have a name? I just don't
isn't
have
that
to
the
talk
only
about it.
one, right, Steven? That's
Would
the
it just be
only
like
Pell
he-
settlement
the
they've
Pell
found.
site? Is that what it's called?
It seems as though he discovered the Pell settlement. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
before
What are the-
there was no Pell settlement, so he discovered the Pell settlement.
Yeah. So I just wanted to discuss the Pell settlement and ask some questions about his investigation. So you could tell us anything you know.
See her eyebrows kind of shoot up, and she takes off her glasses as she's not reading anymore, and she says, "Well," she kind of gestures to the two chairs in front of her. She says, "Well, please sit. Yes, Zell Graydress, is my father. We don't really know if he's still around anymore, but what would you like to know?
Well,
I
I will immediately feign surprise. I will say, "Oh, really? What happened?"
She kind of looks at you and she says, "Well, my father, Zell Graydress, he went on a
Whoa.
expedition."
Inclusivity when the worst person you know was gender fluid.
Let's
Not anymore.
go!
Not anymore.
Vita, D-Trans Vita, let's go!
Another D-Trans are myth proven.
Think about it.
Think about it. She says, God damn it, I keep switching them up. She says,
Drop some
well,
neopronouns on the function.
he was on an expedition to find a buried titan a little bit to the northwest of here, and never came back from it. All of the group of individuals that he had aided to dig down to where he believed the buried titan was is also disappeared and has yet to be found. He kind of pauses for a moment as you kind of see that she's like looking off in the corner. There's every good chance that he's no longer with us, but I choose to believe that he's still out there, either in a different place, still alive, or doing his own thing. Who knows?
I will give her a nod and a look to you, Felix, again.
Oh, hold on. Alex needs to think hard. Play game. Miss Graydress, if the news of the Titan is news to us. We were mostly focused on the Pell settlement and the research he did into that. Would it be dangerous if we went to go try to look for the settlement? I'm not going to be doing this anytime soon. This is far future planning, but I'd rather not, send or be sent somewhere where we'll trip and fall into a Titan.
Not like a super necessary, but I'm just gonna ask Felix to say all this. I'm gonna turn and do a certain amount of feigned agreement,
Yeah, that's a concern of mine.
really try to feed into the
Turn it
whole
up.
we're just interested in this in the safety of this event.
Of course, yes. Highly intellectual individuals here. She nods and she says, "Well, going to the Pell settlement wouldn't be too big of a risk. From all of the notes that I've read from my father, it seems like that the location of this Titan is not exactly. It's close to the Pell settlement, but dozens of miles away is from where at least he went digging. Who knows if he found the Titan, but because of that, I wouldn't worry about it. If you were to visit the Pell settlements, tons of researchers still do. There's sure an expedition going off there at some point in the future. If you're willing to wait, if you wanted to go by yourselves, you would have to hire some people to help you navigate to that area, I'd imagine."
All right, excellent. And is there? We were looking around before we came to visit you. And apologies, by the way, for visiting you so late. We just got in today. We haven't really
Don't worry
adjusted
about
to
it.
the-
Lost track of time.
Don't worry about it. I was just grading papers.
Gotcha. We saw the presentation of Zell Gradrus's work. Is there any chance that there's more information we could look at? Just so there's only so much funding that we can put forward to this, and I don't think anyone would want to retread ground if possible. At least our board will not be very happy with that.
I'll say,
I'll look at Felix and nod after he says that.
yeah, both of you give me a diplomacy check. Turlon, yours is going to be kind of the help action, whether or not.
Felix doesn't know what he's saying. He is just these words used in relation to academia. He does not know what the fuck's going on. What type of check?
Diplomacy.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
I got a 30 on my help
So
check.
you'll get +4.
Shit. Oh, okay, good. I have a modifier plus
The
4.
helper.
The helper.
Circumstance add. Okay. Brings it up to a +15 for me.
Huge.
Hell yeah. Huge. Massive. Fantastic.
The need helper.
Immediate. Okay. Before Steven tells me whether we succeed or fail, should I just use my hero point for that? I did roll a 3.
It's really only 50-50 to get better. I mean, you're about as likely to go worse than you are to go better. Yeah. And
whatever.
18 is probably not we look bad. 18's probably don't get much benefit from our lying. So net neutral to not use it. I think.
Okay.
She will look to the two of you and she'll say, well, I don't have anything on hand with me, but most of my father's notes are in a vault that we keep downstairs of any professor. You know, his office did eventually have to be cleared out, but in case he ever returns, that is typically only reserved for the student body or
I have an
anyone
office
in research.
waiting for me.
Oh, you have your stuff. Your stuff's waiting for you. Your office is gone.
Claim some office.
She says,
If you went in there, Vita would have an aneurysm. Actually, like his brain would probably
he's-
implode because of the curse.
I would probably die. Yeah.
Bleeding out of every orifice on his face, fall over dead.
and then you get up and you're Zell Gragers. She kind of looks normally reserved for academic faculty here, but if you all are researchers, where are you all? Why are you interested in my father's case again?
Can you remind me, Stephen, the name of it's Silby School for the Gifted, right?
Yes, Silby School for the Gifted.
I don't even know if we need to. I don't even know if we need to necessarily name drop the school.
Well, she asked where we're from, right?
She said, why are you interested in my father's, like the Pell settlement, basically?
Felix begins to say what he rehearsed. Oh, actually, I'll look to you. You know what you're talking about better than I do.
Yeah, I mean, so we had agreed to, if we had to get press, say we just hired by an archaeologist.
We're studying for an upcoming event or whatever.
Yes, we were sent by an archaeologist from a school. I can try to remember the name, but a school in Kihasi sent us here to ask some questions about a project he's researching.
She kind of nods along and she says, fascinating. I didn't know that folks in the Tilgi Forest were interested in the goings-ons of ancient civilizations. What's the name of this architect? Or
I am very good at lying. So I am going to pull up fantasy. I'm going to pull up fantasy name generator.
Liar.
And throw out a name. There's just like in most of Sumia, basically, there's no like clearly dominant.
We could just say our gnome
race.
guy.
No,
Just say our
just
gnome
any
guy.
name. Any name could be possible.
Mr. Jack Off.
Yeah. What was that guy's name though, Mr.
Jackson
Gnome?
Goff.
The
don't
guy, like the gnome guy.
Yeah.
That was
The
Professor
Stroker.
Professor Guydron is
Guydron?
this name.
Gydron.
And I say Professor Gaidron.
Give me a deception check.
The liar.
The
Do
liars.
that.
Even though this Professor Guydron may be interested in this exact topic.
It's gonna be a 33 for the liar.
The best
She-
lies have some truth to them.
She kind of nods her head and she said,
Professor Gaidron is real and does exist and has talked to us. Let's be clear about that.
those are all the true things about this. She kind of like, purses her lips and, like, tilts her head, and she's like, never quite heard of him, but it's good to know that the news is spreading. I can take you all down to the vault so you can look over his notes. I do have to be getting going soon, so you may not be able to look through all of them, but you would look through it, and I'll just have to accompany you along the way, if that's all right.
Of course. Thank you very much. And
All we
I'm gonna turn to Felix. I'm just gonna say lucky break and kind of give like a fake smile.
all we really need is we don't have to enter the vault, just like a copy of it. If that's, we're not in a incredible rush because the trip down here is a good bit, so they're not expecting us back for a while.
Surely there are too many documents to a copy, though. How many documents are there?
She says, well, it's all of my father's notes, so there's quite a few to sift through.
All of it is for Pal.
You guys are gonna be like Gandalf when he went to Minas Tirith. All right.
Have fun down there.
Oh, yes, welcome to the dungeon.
I think if we could just take a look at anything regarding the location of the Titan settlement, or sorry, the very Titan and the
Pal
research.
settlement.
Mr. Gredris did. I meant to say Titan, not Pal settlement, because the Pal settlement stuff's probably pretty well established now at this point. It's the Titan location and information that is like particularly unique to Zelgrader specifically. Obviously, he found the Pal settlement, but there's been a bunch of research since, I'm sure. So really, I'll say to her this out of character, that we would just want to like look at any information regarding how he came to finding information about the Titan and how he sort of narrowed down the location and what he wrote about the location and where he was going to mine.
You say that, and she says, well, unfortunately, most of his notes on the exact location, were with him on the journey. We do have a general area that it could be. Well, it is several miles. We do have a current expedition that I've been saving up for in terms of trying to find the location of it. We do have a couple of leads on that. But if you all are interested in going to that location, even though it is quite dangerous, I could provide you with more details on that. But let me lead you to the vault.
I look at Felix and I nod. I think that would be quite interesting. We have to confer, send a message back, Professor Gaidron, but I think that could be of much use to us.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be the ones to go there, but Professor Gaidron can probably find someone excited enough to deal with that. We just need to collect information for him.
She starts to gather her things to bring you all to the vault. And we are going to move over to John and Vita, who all are walking through Dinzin. Again, nightlife, very fun here. Very interesting place. It is now pitch black outside. You can hear various animals that only come out at night as you're walking. And you get to the only known exit to Dinzin, and unfortunately, the drawbridge is open. And so, I guess the current problem in your hands is, how do you want to try and get across?
Oh, they live out in the woods? I didn't. Okay.
Can you toss me over?
Yeah, can you get me over after that?
Um,
I can probably just jump, to be honest.
It is 300 feet
Oh, wait.
wide.
Oh, wait, it's 300 feet?
Yeah, of just barbed wire.
Okay.
In a pit.
All right, I got this.
You do
Brett,
see some
get on my
people
torch.
You do see some people standing by the bridge.
Oh, all right. Well, let's just go ask them.
If you could convince them to draw it down, if
All
you
right,
wanted
this
to.
is easy. I got this. I'm gonna walk over to them, say, "Hey, my friend and I, we need to leave. There's somebody we gotta see out of town. Can we get across the bridge?"
They kind of look to each other. Give me a diplomacy check.
I can get us halfway if that doesn't work.
Uh,
They kind of look. They kind of look to each other and they
What
say,
my friend meant to say was, we have an emergency here. Someone will die if we don't cross this now. Please
give,
lower it.
give me a deception check with a -4. Who stands?
What my friend meant to say
Oh.
was, "I'm going to fucking kill you if you don't let me cross." Is what my
What I
friend
failed
meant
to
say.
mention is that your life is
right. All right. Pretty good.
20.
You know how many
20.
people's lives I've ruined with magic?
20.
What's one more, bud?
20. I will say 20 kind of looks to you and they say, "Who's in danger? How did you find out that someone's in danger that you need to leave now?"
Every second you're asking, buddy, they're bleeding out on the ground. I can go into it.
They just
awesome.
continue to look at you.
All right, look, I can go halfway. I can get myself halfway. Can you guys just meet me halfway and lower the bridge halfway down?
They kind of squint at you and they say, "What? You can get halfway?"
You just let us across the fucking gap.
Listen, man. I got this. All right. Listen.
All right.
He looks to you now,
buddy,
John.
buddy. You know who we are? We're the Storm Hunters. You
Yes.
know?
Ask anybody.
There's a pretty good chance that maybe one in every third person here knows us. So just kind of like, it's urgent, all right? We wouldn't be doing this if we didn't have a good reason. And what's the worst that can happen? You lower the bridge and then you have two capable people standing on it and we'll beat the hell out of anything that comes across, all right?
He says, "I have never heard of no storm hunters."
Hey, what about you?
damn.
You said there's I
Ask
look
that
over
guy
at
Read
over
a-
you.
there.
What about
Read a
this
book,
guy?
Bozo.
Get his ass.
What about this guy? I'll roll again, see if this guy knows. No, even less. I've never heard of you.
You guys
Literally
are
never left the
okay.
jungle.
The guy says, "Look,
Oh my
it
god.
seems like you really want to cross, making up all this stuff. 10 gold and you can cross."
Jeez.
No.
That's
We're not
nothing.
giving him. We're not giving him 10
Buddy,
gold.
Friend to say Kosa.
I was more laughing at the bribe. He
I
was
found,
like, all
no,
right,
I
you
found
can
like
bribe me.
400 gold on the bottom of a lake. We can just go find more probably.
I'm not giving him a single piece of my gold, so it's gonna
Well,
become
that's your principle.
gold.
I'll give him. Can I do 5? I mean, how much? There's not much to buy out here.
Isn't that gonna be like a life-changing amount of money, even for like a pretty good amount of money for like a?
It could be if I go broke.
5 gold.
Yeah, this
No, for
anyways.
this guy.
this
this
dude,
guy, 5 gold's
this
a bunch.
dude, this dude essentially asked you. It's like, "Give me $1,000, and I'll do it." And
Not that.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm just gonna look at him, sort of like,
We
listen,
don't need him.
all right, I'm gonna show you because frankly you're stingy and it's sort of embarrassing. So, Vita, I'm gonna say, get here, come over here, Vita, and I'm gonna like make a sign
What?
for you to get on my back like a piggyback.
What are you doing? I can wait. Don't you want me to get us halfway first?
I can get us halfway.
Okay, well I can only get us the first half. So
No, I'm sorry. I can get us the full way. I can get us the full
Oh.
way.
all right. Sure.
300?
the two
Right.
guards are just staring at you.
Get
I'm on your back.
All right, I'm holding Vita,
Kevin, they're gonna
and
die.
while it's normally
probably.
How are you gonna do this?
considered, I'm gonna fly over.
Oh
The
my
storm
god, that's
hunter
right.
becomes the storm.
Oh my god, that's right.
Oh,
And
So stupid.
what's it called?
It's aromatic, athletic aeromancer. It's under your
Yeah.
actions.
There we go.
Athletic Aeromancer.
So
what? Okay.
I'm gonna just.
What the fuck?
I got
That's
5 minutes
awesome.
to get over here.
That's awesome.
And I'm just gonna say, hold on,
I love how yours
And-
spelled wrong.
and I'm just gonna start. And Vita,
Yeah,
when
you're
you're on my
right.
back, and I'm just gonna look at the
Right.
guards and go, I just want to let you know this is not magic. I've trained for this.
And further, you're like, what the fuck are you talking?
And then I
Just
start.
so you know,
I
it's
jump
not
up
illegal.
with Vita on my back, and then while I'm in midair, I start kicking downwards, like
This is
rapidly,
crazy.
and then I just kick my way.
Whoa, whoa.
I just sort of kick my way over across
So fucking stupid,
the
man.
gap, and I have 5 minutes to move 300 feet. So
That's insane.
I'll say
that you
give
can
me
do
an
that.
I'll say give me an athletics check to see how quickly you can do it. You can
Don't
do
drop
it,
me.
but it's just how slow is it? Because you are carrying someone else while doing this.
Dude, damn it.
Oh yeah, of course. I'll say a 30 is what you needed. So you're able to get across pretty handily. You're not slowed down too much by this because you're not like trying to do complex maneuvers. You're just trying to move forward in the air. And I'll say the guards fucking just dumbfounded. You don't hear a peep out of them, but you look back at them and they're just jaw to the floor, just staring.
See ya, bitches.
As into the
Oh
night
my
you go, you cross this gigantic gap.
You can do this on the way back, right?
this John can't even respond right now. He is like, it's the first time you've ever really seen John like out of breath or struggling to do something.
Oh my God.
This you can just tell is something he can only really do once per day. It
We will figure that out.
It exhausts him.
Quite literally cross the bridge when you get there.
It exhausts him.
Don't worry.
That was
about it.
crazy.
I'm like,
No one is
Just
ever
make
gonna
the
believe
cross.
those people.
oh god.
Yeah, no, you should turn back. No
Alright.
one will believe you. You say to the
Oh.
guard, they won't believe you.
No one will.
All right.
Scary.
I look over at the guards. And I'm just kind of like those dicks. And anyway,
Whatever.
well,
Let's go to the farm.
let's go find your family.
I will say.
No, we don't know this guy.
You got the same last name. You're basically family.
You do find the path that you discovered from someone else about a few hundred feet in, or not a few hundred, like a good 1,000 feet in, and you're able to make your way to Holst, which you know will be about an hour, hour and a half journey. And we will now switch back to the Denzen University, to Felix and
That's
Turlon.
crazy that
You
can
begin.
kick air. Hop on it.
It's nuts. It is very funny. You all make your way, begin making your way down the stairs. Oh, wait. Turlon. Back in a moment, I'm sure.
Back to the farm, he said bathroom.
Bathroom.
It sucks. I used to be able to fly and pull people to my place when I was under Swulon, but now all I can do is create fire in various ways.
And get a balloon and
Can't do any
raise
of that
yourself
anymore.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you got John.
Once
John's
per
got
day.
your
That is
back.
crazy. He can fly in a way.
It's just freaking huffing and puffing. I love it. My name's Geegan.
My name's Keegan.
That's
Did you
pretty
say
cool,
that
man.
to anybody on accident at your
Did
trip?
not. Did not. It is
The
only
self-restraint is admirable.
when these headphones come on. That is when it starts happening.
Okay. That's remarkable restraint.
And also in the presence of Octavians.
Are you gonna do a speech at your reception and go like,
Mine and Guggen.
so you've already had your ceremony and everything.
We did have our ceremony, but the reception.
Who was the best? Who was the best man? Man.
it
man.
was my brother.
Yeah, I figured.
You guys swapped, bro.
Swap.
What if he did your same speech?
That would be funny. I
Yeah.
think he did a better speech than I did for his.
Oh,
Whatever.
He started
well,
crying.
I'll
during
see
it.
you guys in 48 hours.
The
Daddy will.
craziness. Crazy, my
All right,
name.
back to the university.
Yes,
Yep,
back
back to the
to the
study.
university. you all
Hey,
are
Miss
being
Graders,
led.
do you think it would be possible to swim through the air? Say, Miss Graders, do you think that seems biologically, physiologically possible?
She
Is there a
looks.
physics department here? I don't know
She
what physics
looks.
is.
You
She
can
looks
kick
to a
him.
non-existent camera and she does this and she said, "I
That's awesome.
I guess anything's possible in Sumia."
You mustn't be mad.
That's, that's awesome, Stephen.
Hard in the air.
She she leads you down some flights of stairs beyond the normal floor. You go down into the depths. She has a key to kind of access the basement. And you begin walking through kind of the hallway. There are some just appears to be like a bunch of like wooden kind of the fuck are they called, bookshelves that are kind of just stacked with various administrative books. You see a few offices down here, and then you are led kind of to the end of this hallway. You see that there is, it's like a hall, and then it kind of juts in into like a smaller hallway that's almost like door size, but it just continues in. And she is about to continue walking towards it, and she says, and you can kind of see that there's a door at the end of the smaller hallway. And she's about to enter the smaller hallway, and she stops. And she kind of turns to you all, and she says, "Oh, I don't know if She kind of glances up and down at the both of you all. I don't know if, since you're from outside the city, I don't know if you all have any like magical items on you, but there is," and she kind of points to what appears to be what you can now see now that you're closer to it. In the center of the smaller hallway, there is a metal kind of band that's like a foot wide that's on the floor, walls, and ceiling, right? So it just like looks like there's almost this like metal just circular or like just around the floor, walls, and ceiling piece of metal. And she says, "This, I don't really know how it works, but this disenchants things if you try and go through it. It's by some wizard that's outside of the walls of the city or outside of the barbed circle. I don't know if you got
Permanently,
anything,
or
Matt. I was told it disenchants. I don't know what that means."
It's
Yeesh.
just on the hallway, right? It's not inside. It's just on like the hallway right in front of the door or the path.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have not hit it yet,
Okay.
but if you go through
Got
to
it,
where
okay.
supposedly the vault is, she's saying it's going to disenchant your stuff. And I'll
I'm
say,
gonna eye Felix.
Can we?
Felix,
And
give me
us-
an
I will.
Arcana check.
Yeah. Both of us, or did you say just Felix?
Just Felix also.
Wow. Arcana. Guys,
I'll
It
say,
hurts!
from everything you understand about disenchanting something, is if it gets disenchanted, you'd have to re-enchant it.
oh fuck. All right. Well, is there a play? We do. We do have some magical equipment. Is
Yeah,
there?
she kind of points, and there's like these cubbies. That's like you
Oh,
know,
okay.
this happens sometimes.
I'm gonna lean my cloak out, pull my cloak out, and there's a bunch of open pockets. And I just motion to you, Felix, if you want to put anything in the pockets.
Well, all I really have is my either stuff like consumables that are in my pack, in my tent, which is also connected to my pack, and my like flower crown. So I'll just put my stuff, leave my my pack on the either in the cubby if it's big enough or just on the next to it.
So basically,
I'm gonna
this
take
is
my,
this is a puzzle
oh,
of your
sorry.
inventory because you have invested items. So you have your hand wraps of mighty blows, you have your armor,
Oh fuck those two.
your necklace of divine protection, your charm of fire resistance, your crown, like you were saying, and then also,
Get over it.
like you're saying, all of your like your healing potions aren't exactly magical; they're like alchemical and stuff like that.
Will my like armor, my +1 armor be disenchanted because it's like a rune?
I'm gonna say that you don't know,
All right. Well,
but
fuck.
you know that it is
I
magical.
say out loud. Fuck. 1 second, man. And then I'll like kind of turn around and just like, I have like an undershirt on.
Yeah, you got
I'll just
clothes
like
on.
take off my stuff. Pretty much, I'm not gonna risk it, and I don't really want to think too hard about it. So I am only gonna be wearing normal clothes.
Yeah, so what I have to do is I'm gonna take my coat off, and maybe for the first time she'll notice just how scrawny I am under it.
Tiny.
And she'll hear all the clinking of stuff inside. Just to make sure everything's explicitly listed, I will keep the following things in my pockets on my cloak:
Okay.
my harrow deck, my mirror, my shrink candies, my traveler's any tool, my Banebreaker's teleportation stone, my necklace of divine protection, Balrock summoning sigil, and
In case you needed it.
I'll look at the tattoo on my hand and hope it doesn't explode because I can't take it off. Um, my charm of fire resistance, my esoteric pasting kit, all of my paste I will leave in my pockets.
My paste.
My invisible net, my shark tooth charm. Anything else? My escape Fulu.
What?
Don't worry about it. The shattering orb of madness.
Don't worry about
Escape Fulu.
So yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't want to think about it too hard. So Steven, all I am like game equipped with right now is like traveler's clothes. Everything else I have removed from my inventory and I'm putting it in the storage space.
it. Sounds good.
I have to. I wear. This is annoying. I wear my leaf weave armor under my shirt. So I'm going to turn around and take off my shirt, and then take off the armor and put my shirt back on.
Sick.
And I'm gonna say, give me a moment. I'm sorry.
I'll turn to I because I made that stupid joke. I only say Elijah.
Yeah, like
Turn Elijah and be like, I didn't know they wore the armor under their shirt. I'll be honest.
you all are incredibly prepared. It seems like.
Roads are
Oh,
dangerous.
I'll laugh a little bit, letting my my instinct to lie betray me for just a moment before suppressing the laugh.
All right, so you all are, and just to be clear, Kevin, these are the things that you are keeping off of you.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Although I do shove all of them into pockets, so I'm not
Yes.
like
It's
they're
not just
all in my
loose,
pockets. I don't want any of them exposed, really,
Sounds
except for
good.
my armor. Kind of has to.
but not loose. Understandable. You have not seen a soul down here, so you're
And
thinking.
sorry,
you're
except for the
decent.
mirror, I'm gonna have the mirror be on its own little cubby, so I can summon it to myself if I need to.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to warn you about the fucking gremlins we got down here. It's a serious problem. They love to steal shit.
There's a monster in here, by the way.
That would be insane if I just you all came back and just you got none of your stuff. Too bad. I told you to be risky, and now I've fooled you. You all
Not even waiting for it to marinate at all. You tell us be risky, and then you cash it in like same day. That's
Yeah.
you all walk into through the vault. Kevin, I'd like you to roll a d20 for me, and I'll say
Hello, I am Kevin.
I'll say 16 or higher, or I'll say to make it lower. I'll say 4 or lower. 5 or lower. Sorry, 5 or lower is bad.
Who up rolling a gremlin check? Oh,
Okay,
I was
you're fine.
close to it too.
18.
You do see your tattoo slightly glows for a moment, but
You see me
but
like nervously
Roll the
eye
one,
my
their arm
tattoo
fucking
as I
blows
walk
up.
by Felix. I like nervously like eye my tattoo.
Oh,
And you know what?
oh,
After
shit.
after I do that, I know it's not magical. I fucking forgot about this bullshit. This entire time I'm holding my fucking stupid 10 cuts tattoo, cuts arm, like because the tattoo covered it, right?
Mhm.
So like, but it's still there. So I'm gonna like the whole
You can
time.
explain it away.
Yeah, but I don't want to be put in a situation where I risk lying about it. I just am like weirdly covering my scrunching my arm,
Sure.
and I will take a moment trying to hide, taking the tattoo after I walk through.
She don't care. She's an archaeologist.
Sure thing. Sound
Trinkets
you
might not even be down here.
They
She
almost
wants to
certainly
go
are.
home.
But better safe than sorry.
you never know.
Probably are.
So you all there's other murder organizations here. You all make she goes and she opens up a separate key and she's able to open up this door, and you can see that it is a very simple stone room, which is quite interesting. Most of the things here are wood, only like the kind of temples are stone. And you see it's a simple stone room with just some chests around, some bookshelves as well. She kind of leads you over to a chest, and there is. She kind of presents to you all of, she's gives you a whole bundle of stuff, and she says, "Here's my father's notes, everything that was in his office before he left. Obviously, like I said, there is some stuff that is going to be on his person when he left, so not the exact stuff, but there's a good amount of info in there for whatever you are looking for." And I'll say, before we switch back over, I'll say, give me perception checks, and then also what you are looking for. This is just going to determine how long and how much you can kind of gather.
I'm gonna use a hero point on my 4.
First time?
Okay. So I am stupid. So
Yeah.
I need in real life. In real life.
Sure.
So we are just looking for information. Like, we don't have to like tell her everything we find, right? So we don't have to really be stealthy about it.
She's just there, just like watching,
sure I don't
and you,
fuck
and you
anything
can
Be
take
that
notes.
location.
I'll say.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess I will look for information on where or how to find the Titan. Doesn't have to be. I will want to keep it like broad, so it doesn't have to be like it's located at these coordinates. Just like even if it's just a location of the beginning of the path there, you know,
I'm gonna
something
be
that can at
looking.
least point us in the right direction, if not tell us.
Sorry, I did not mean to speak over you, Alex.
Fuck you.
I'm going to want to cover specifically. I want to look for information which gives any clue, like anything coming through Zeld Gradus's writings, that there was like. I know this is pretty niche, but I want to go for like higher risk, high reward here. I'm gonna be looking for like signs that like there was some sort of threat to him or that he saw a big risk in this. Like looking for like risk averse, like I need to be careful about X, Y, and Z. Or I found this
Oh,
in the
yeah,
Pell
yeah,
settlements
yeah.
and it makes me think the Titan's gonna be dangerous. Like anything that gives me any clue that he knew there was a big risk when he was going through this and
Sure.
what it might have been.
It's good.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it. So for you, Felix, what you find about kind of the location of the Titan is you, as Alika was saying, you do find in general kind of a like 20 by 20 miles square area, which is still 400 square miles, but 20 by 20 square mile area about where Zelgradris wanted to start looking. You don't get any further details in terms of where exactly within that area, but you do have a much better area of kind of where it is. He describes in terms of its relation to the Pell settlement, which you also gather from his notes in terms of where the Pell settlement is. Pell settlement, to your understanding, is to the north of here, by about like 100 miles north of here. He went based off of Pell settlement, based off of the direction of the temple. He determined, based off of it being underground, he determined that the temple, strangely, like everything else was all curved, but this one was very carved in such a way, almost arrow-like, towards the symbol of the red eye in a triangle. It kind of almost be pointing directly to the west. So he determined that it would be further along that way. So you gather, based off of his notes, kind of a 25 by 25 or a 25 by 25 area, which I will put in the Sumia map. what he believes to be 100 miles to the west. God damn it, I can't even fucking think. West of the Pell settlement. So let me
Excellent.
configure the drawings. Red. Nope. Bill. Red.
Artist time.
The
Right
drawer.
I've put a red square where it is around.
Wait, shit.
And so based off of your general,
Mm.
directions, you could get around to the area. But what you gauge from why he believes it's there is because there are, in this area specifically, they're kind of around, but they're more concentrated in this area especially, are what people assume to be, they're overgrown with, forest growth. But if you do landscaping around the area, there are craters that are, miles in diameter, that he believes, and based off of legends in the area, and various ancient talks, some from the texts in the Pell settlement, that spoke of a titan so massive that he believes that these are footsteps in some regard. And so because of that, he believes this is the highest concentration. So if there's any place where it would be buried, it would be around this area. And that's kind of his idea. So he says kind of this area, the reason why he's outlined it, is he talks about various geological features. Like kind of, there's some areas where there's almost cliffs of like 50 feet, but it's all grass now, as there are trees that are kind of growing to the side, right? They're kind of growing out of the side of this cliff, and vines. So that's kind of how he was able to determine like the edges of these various, not craters because they're not super deep, but they are super wide as they've been filled in over time through erosion and stuff. So
Smart guy.
he has determined kind of this general area. In terms of your question, Turlon, based off of your roll of a 34, I'll say that you gather that Zelgradris, based off his writings about this red eye symbol, you notice it kind of gets repetitive a little bit. Not like, not like The Shining, all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy repetitive, but he does repeat himself a lot in his notes about the red eye. And it seems like there's almost a slight obsession with finding the source of this red eye. It's like he talks about the first time he saw it, it like almost called to him. Not like actually called to him. It didn't say anything to him.
Been
But
there.
he felt like he needed to discover it. He was like, I've discovered the Pell settlement. He even says this in his notes. It's like, I've discovered the Pell settlement. This is a great accomplishment. I won an award for it. But this is the next big thing. This is not an award at a university. This is an award from the world to discover such a site, once he kind of connected it with it. And I'll say there is a shift in tone where before he's just kind of obsessed, like, what the fuck is this symbol? It could be some, like, this is no deity, right? Like, but it's something that was obviously worshipped. But what could have been worshipped that's not a deity before the eras, right?
They fucking kill them.
He's
No, you
obsessed.
research too
Smited,
hard,
bro.
Zell.
He's,
I got
You
smited.
investigate too good.
he's obsessed
They'll
with
I
it.
smite
got
you.
purple. I got pink lighted out of existence.
He
The
is purple for a devastating reason.
The problem is that once you learn more about this eye, the more he talks about it, you at first there was some translation issues because with the Pal settlement there was a whole new language, and you do see talks of Thai actually in his notes. Interesting how high of a role we got. You see notes of Thai helping him with various aspects about language. So it seems like Ty seems to like language. That's all you kind of gather from the notes. Kind of talking with Ty about this morning about this language. So he's trying to decipher this ancient language, any text that he could find about this eye. And what he eventually learned, and this is where the shift in tone kind of in his notes is that he learns that they called it the banishing eye, is the name of this symbol. And
Bro, he did get too close to the eye.
you see he starts talking about it in terms of your question. Yes, he understood that there was a risk here, but that draw of he could discover something no one had ever discovered, and it could be the next big thing, bigger than anything in just like he could ever discover before. That kind of, it's like it's worth the reward, right? And you do see he brings up, Ty. Sometimes he brings up Alika, then at the time a very young daughter, of how, he needs to be careful, so he comes back to them, but he's still gonna go, right? Like, so there's this admission that it's dangerous, but he thinks he will make it back, and he thinks he will be doing a good thing for him and his family. Who knows how well that turned out for him?
I rolled to see if I would. Oh, sorry. Was there more?
No, you go. You go.
Yeah, I rolled to see if Turlon would keep this to themselves, but they don't. They, as they're reading, ask Felix. I guess your reading part, I'm reading part. We're kind of scouring through for important bits. You see, I'm looking at this page, and I get to part of it, and you see I kind of like shifted my seat a little bit as I'm reading it, and I mutter. I know she's an elf, so I'm not trying to hide it from her necessarily, but I mutter in Elvish. I think basically just shit as I'm reading it, and like kind of like shake my head, and I take out a piece of paper and I write something down. I look at you and I raise my eyebrows.
I will return the gesture. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to speak in front of her. So I'll go back to my charts and maps that I assume I'm looking at for this.
Oh, yeah.
Finish up the.
And I'll say one final thing with your notes, Felix. It seems like Zell's a pretty good drawer. See, look at sketches of, kind of
these are good
viewpoints.
maps.
Like, you should be able to, unless the landscape has drastically changed, you should be able to kind of like identify some areas based off of like what he saw when he thinks like this is the edge of where he is. So, just a side note, just as a fun little
last thing, because Felix is not an artist. Would it be possible to get like tracing paper so I can trace over the maps so I can take it with me?
Also, all the paper is thin enough that you would be able to see it under like the lamps that are in here.
Okay, I'll use what time we have left to try to trace the map.
Sounds maps. Great. You can add some maps of the general area, which may be able to help in your identification of whether you are indeed in that square. We are now going to switch back over to about an hour or two later of trudging through on this path. Now, the main path was kind of wide. It was still rooted and well-trodden. This one is wide enough for, a cart or two, maybe, but it is definitely more overgrown, and it is also like 9 p.m. at night, like 10 p.m. at night when you start to approach this Holst. And when you get to Holst, just as a brief description, you notice a town very similar to Dinsen, but it is not a town. This is a settlement, which is notably smaller. It still has people in tens of thousands, right, of people, but it is not as big. And you see that there are a series of these kind of tall, kind of not exactly perfectly straight because there are no straight trunks here. Just kind of a bunch of logs that have been piled up 20 to 30 feet high as kind of a wall, and then this clearing that has been tried to be cleared out as much as there's a proof. But not as good of defenses as Dinsen, unfortunately. But you all are able to make it in. You can see that very similar vibes to Dinsen, but you do see there are some magical floating lights around. It appears like there is some magic here right? There's some obviously like not neon signs, but like some engravings that are glowing. That's obviously has some magic to it, right? There's very obviously a magical presence here compared to Din's Inn, but similar vibes in terms of various houses are incorporated into the trees, and it seems pretty dead here. But you are able to kind of once you're in Holst proper, you're able to go over and see that one of the perimeters kind of has an opening, and you see a sign that says Crater's Farm, like 0.4 miles away. And there's a path leading out to it, which less has a cart and more just kind of a walking path. Do you all do anything while you're in Holst? It seems, there's people sometimes milling about. It's late at night, but
Nah.
people are sleeping.
What time would it kind of be now? I know it's nighttime, but like how late?
It's like 10 p.m. at this point, also.
Oh, we're
roughly.
gonna be midnight knockers. I'm gonna say, we should probably get there sooner rather than later. And I look over at Vita and go, "Hop on."
Yeah, sure.
And then I'm just gonna carrying him again. I'm just gonna take off into a full sprint
Awesome. Give me an athletics check for
as
me.
fast as I can over the course of a mile and a half.
Mm-hmm. Give me an athletics check for me.
Mhm.
You got it.
You know I have a spell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Guess you don't need it.
Does not fucking need it. Almost Vita, it's like John has suspension or something. You do not move up and down at all. As John
Oh, Emperor's New Groove.
is just
Emperor's New Groove.
speeding and his legs
Whoa.
are adjusting so that every time that there's a lower area, he keeps his
He's the
upper body
greatest guy that's ever
flat.
existed.
That's my
As-
favorite character.
As
Stupid.
you speed 0.4 miles like in 90 seconds. I'll
That's it.
say.
Holy
Oh.
shit, bro.
That's horrifying. Okay.
You dead
We get.
sprint.
I'm gonna
quickly.
once we get sort of close to the farmhouse, I'm gonna stop and let Vita down because then we gotta kind of figure out a game plan for how we're gonna talk to these people and what we're gonna ask.
Kind of at the
I'll
end
talk
of the
you
road.
through it, man.
Yeah, end of the road. You
He's
do see
old.
that there's
So
a
how are
little
you
sign.
gonna? Do you know what I'm gonna be saying?
I cast invisibility. I'll be right there the whole time.
Oh, all right. You know I can
Right
see
behind
you.
You can't see me,
Yes, I can. What's deception?
Steven.
Go for a
Steven?
deception check, dude. Go for it. Go for
Okay.
it.
The
Okay.
Epiphany
Okay.
Rose,
Okay.
Pathfinder. Yeah, I'm lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
All
Right
right.
there.
Well,
I'll just message you in my head.
how should I introduce myself? Should I say like, hey, we're researching Zelgradris and we were hoping if you had any information on the guy since you seem to be related.
Yeah, just say it's really, really important. That's why it's so late, and he probably won't ask anything. He's old.
All right. All right. Well, you follow me.
I'll be there.
I'm gonna go up there, and I'm going to approach the house. I assume it's just fairly normal.
Yes, yeah, it's a normal house. You do smell heavily the smell of cocoa beans, which is nostalgic for you, Vita, for whatever reason. You can smell it, and
Oh wait,
Smells
before we head over
good.
there, I'm gonna be like, hey, you keep having these brain attacks because of visual issues, like you see something
Right.
you wrote. What happens if they say something and you have a visual and you have like an attack?
I don't know this guy, so that's
But
why
what,
we came here.
but what if he drops some Zelgradris information? What if he's a real Zellhead?
If he's a real Zellhead and something bad happens, I will. I'll say what we should make a safe word for bailing.
You're right. Maybe.
Let's make
Speak
it.
in his head. Do
How,
you need
how
a
about
safe word?
Vines? How about our good old friend Vines?
Let's make it vines.
All right.
If you hear
I'm okay.
vines, that means I'm running back out of the path out of here.
All right.
two fucking characters. Yeah, it's a very simple house. And I'll say yes, smell of cocoa beans. You feel like, Vita, you feel like you've been not just like before you were in the forest. or in the wilds, and you feel like a familiarity. Here, you are starting to get a little bit of a headache, but just it's not a pain, it's a pressure of the fact that you know you've been here before. Like for a fact, you have been here before, and you can't remember when. But you know, like it's a sense of deja vu that's just on a different level, right? But it's
Just
too
make
much
this
pressure.
short, shall we?
But
I'll
you
get
do
to the
approach
bottom
the
of
little
this.
house. There is a grader's farm. There's cocoa beans everywhere in the surrounding leaves
Just maybe
of the
like
trees.
plug your nose and then cover your eyes so you just only hear things.
I'm just gonna cast blindness on myself if things get too bad.
All right.
Self-immolation.
All
Cast a
right.
nat 20 on himself and blinds himself permanently.
Permanently.
Could you just blind yourself
Figure it out.
normal style, like cover your
Yeah,
eyes?
Vita,
With the
Cover your
eyelids.
eyes.
Yeah.
Good thing
The
no one's
normal
here
style.
to
I,
question
It's just a better
Normal
idea. Yeah.
Normal style.
This is the best idea we got.
Cast blindness on myself is so crazy. Okay. You do approach the door.
Really
and
hammer it in.
Yeah, there is a house, a very simple little home. You do see the light is on. Looks like there's some firelight from within. You can kind of hear the crackling of the fire through the door. It's a nice wooden little house, and kind of enveloped in these gnarled trees. And you go to knock on the door, John.
Yep. I go, hello.
You hear kind of the shifting of some wood and kind of some footsteps. And after a second or two, you're one say, "I'm coming, I'm coming." And you
He sounds
You s-
great.
the door kind of opens for just like an inch, and you kind of just see peering out. And I'll say, Vita, from your angle, you can't exactly see yet, but you see just kind of an older, kind of very tan, elvish face, just like one just sliver of it as one eye is kind of peering through, and you can kind of see just the slightly almost graying hair of an older elvish man. He says, "Well, what do you want?"
I'm just completely silent.
You
Gonna
see
say
his
something?
his eyebrows come forward.
I was waiting for you.
Everything I say is message unless I say otherwise.
Okay, I think back. I was waiting for you, and then I'm gonna go. Hi. My name is John. I'm with an archaeology group, and we're researching the Pell settlement. And I was hoping to ask you some questions about Zelgraders. My boss sent me out. I know it's late.
It's an emergency.
It's an emergency, and you know, I if I know you're related, so I was just hoping to maybe get some information.
Give me a diplomacy check.
It's an emergency.
Ugh.
I think back to Vita. Why is it an emergency?
This always makes it
Don't-
seem more credible.
I was gonna say, don't
Oh
listen to
my
anything
God.
he says. Just
It's always an emergency. As soon as you say Cell Graters, and you see his eyebrows, which were for kind of go up a little bit, and he says, "Oh, you want to talk about my brother, huh?" And you see he opens the door.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
You see-
no.
He opens the door, and you see wearing these
You hear
brown
a
leather
gasp in
clothes.
your head, John.
You see these brown leather clothes. John, you're kind of a little impressed. This incredibly ripped dude. He's an older elf, but this man has done a manual labor for every day of his life. He is incredibly jacked, but still wearing these leather clothes. But you're impressed for a moment.
It's got that farmer armor
Yeah,
jacked
armor
shit.
strength.
He kind of opens the door wide. You can see there's some firelight coming in, and he kind of gestures for you. He says, "Come on in, John. My name is Howard." And Vita,
Hi,
I'm going to
Howard.
need you to roll a fortitude save.
Shit.
DC is 20. DC is 20.
Brother.
So you
Oh,
should
That's
be able to do
20,
it.
we're good.
You're
We're good.
You're
We're
fine.
good. We're good.
Okay.
Vita,
All right.
you feel for just a moment like
Oh,
you're going to pass
fuck.
out, but you don't. Instead,
Shit, John. Why didn't anyone tell me I had a brother?
instead,
How am I supposed to know?
Fuck. Fuck.
It's-
What do we do?
What do we-
Remember to freak out. You have to freak out right now.
I'm ready to
Panic and sell
Alright,
everything right
alright.
now.
I'm fine
Yeah.
though. I'm fine.
For
I've seen
one
him and
moment.
I'm fine. So.
We've opened the door and we're paused in world for a moment.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let me
Warren
send
Buffett says
you
freak
a
out and sell
DM,
it all.
Vita.
Oh, God.
Holy fuck, sell everything.
This might be
New
the
York
John
Times.
show, bro.
Uh,
I might
Vita,
be out of
you
commission.
feel like
My
you're about
invisible best friend is passed out on the ground.
you
Still
feel like you're
invisible.
about to pass out, but you feel like
That
the reason why you're about to pass out is because
Oh
you
my
are
God.
you are hit with, for the first time, flashes of images, but not flashes of images because you've seen them. You see these images because these are memories. There is suddenly in your mind an unknown cloud has just been lifted off of memories that previously you had never even knew existed. You felt like you knew this place. You felt like you had been here before, but now you realize why you had been here before. The person standing in front of you, for the first time in a long time, you are seeing and hearing your older brother Howard, and you are rushed with memories. You are
Oh shit.
you know that he is older than you, roughly 12 years, 4,800 days. 12 years older than you. He's the eldest brother in your family. You were always his favorite brother. He would let you play out in the wilds, even though your parents wouldn't like this about you. But one time came face to face with a sunken tiger, and it looked like it was going to pounce at you, but the Howard jumped in the way and hit it with a hoe while screaming at it to make it go away. You know that he worked the hardest during all the harvests of the cocoa beans in this area. You know why the smell is suddenly coming to you, because you had smelled it practically throughout all of your childhood. He would be the one to take trips with your father down to Denson to sell their goods at the market there. You know that he is serious and stoic, but he did have a lighter side. There were some times that he would like to prank and scare others. You know that when you were about 5,000 days old, which is around like you're 12, 13 years old, he scared you and you punched him in the face, right in the nose. And ever since then, he didn't want a cleric, so his nose is still kind of slightly crooked because of that.
Oh god.
You remember visiting this farm, visiting him, and seeing that he had eventually taken over the farm, and he is now the owner of it. You know that you would come over to see how he was doing. Your other brothers moved off, but your last memory that you have of him, the one that's most poignant in your mind, is your last visit to the farm before his big trip. There was a new woman there. There was a dwarvish woman named Pev, who similarly looked like she had done a bunch of manual labor, and she was nice, and you could
Hell
see
yeah.
that Howard looked younger and happier. And for the first time as well, you remember memories of being beyond the Alkasan Barrier, wandering this space, and thinking back to your brother, hoping that he was
Oh,
doing
God.
well with Pev, hoping that one day they would continue the family on with some kids and to expand the farm out, and that you would hope that you would see them one day. And overwhelmingly across all of this, for the first time as you see your brother, is that this is in fact your brother, Vita. This is not Zell's brother. This is not some other
Uh-oh.
person that you used to be. This is your brother that you haven't seen for the first time in a very long time.
Okay. Well, let's.
Remember to freak
Okay.
out.
I will say,
John will hear.
I'm gonna kind of
I don't know who this guy is.
at where I think he is standing. Just gonna.
I love the vision of Vita still managing to cast the message off the shot. Just to go,
that's,
Okay. I'm gonna roll.
You did it out loud, and then
you do
Howard
take
went,
12 points of psychic damage, not as much as you've had in the past.
All right, that's nothing. That is nothing. All right, I'm gonna roll the die here, because that's
Roll.
crazy. Now I have a brother.
Is
One
it
of
your
the-
new
apparently
dice?
multiple
One of
brothers.
multiple, by the way. Can't forget that.
Yeah, a brother who
There's
I
other
actually-
like grades
So,
of time bombs out.
You're
there.
So
in for this every
emotion-
greatest you meet.
emotion comes with these memories, not just like facts. It's like the same feelings of these
it's
memories.
it's the same when you look back at a nice memory with your parents as a kid, get some kind of feeling with it. Yeah, it's just like these are not like, oh, I suddenly know that I have an older brother. It's like, oh my god, I have an older brother and I remember seeing him all the time when I was younger, and he worked so hard and I was his favorite and he let me play out and stuff.
All right. 3 or lower.
What happens?
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't
So
worry
what's
about it.
happening right now? So he's at the door.
He's just opened the door,
And I'm
John has
over-
gestured in it,
I'm
and
hit
you
with
feel
this.
you are rushed and your mind hurts a little bit, but you are overwhelmed with these memories. You can take as much time as you want, but this is just instantaneous.
I rolled a 2, and I will.
All right, that's insane.
Uh,
by the way,
That is insane.
It is
3 or
insane.
lower. Oh my god.
I will drop invisibility
Oh,
and just
God.
go, Howard, I'm back! I'm back, Howard! And give him a big hug.
John is fucking stop.
Glad to be on the other side of the world right now, am I right?
Yeah.
My god.
You
Good luck. I think this is the right move above board, so I'm happy. for
This is
you.
probably fine, but
God,
that's
hell yeah.
If
John
it
is-
was
It's
1, 2, or
crazy.
3, I was gonna do it.
John
crazy.
is pale.
It's crazy.
John is pale beneath the mask. That
Uh,
is
you
good.
see, you
like a
start
good
to
thing
rush
happen,
to her,
but
and
just still like, oh,
at first, uh,
Dies of
Howard
a heart
like
attack.
look. He's not that, but he looks. I gotta roll it now just in case. On a natural
Well,
one.
See if
what
he
now?
wants
He
to
fucking
Just in
has
case
a
Heart
you
attack
want.
roll.
yeah.
fucking heart attack rolls a natural one.
You said it, so I gotta roll it.
It didn't happen.
That's good.
15.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
It would have been. It would have been. I had to roll just to see. You run, and you see he starts to get defensive for a moment, but his eyes, like, there's confusion in the 10 feet that you have to run, and your arms are outstretched as you drop invisibility, but in the darkness, he doesn't really see that. It's just you're emerging from the darkness. You see his eyes just. There's a moment of like, what the fuck? Who is this person? And then there's a slight moment of just, wait, who the fuck is that? Wait, holy shit! And as you're running back, you give a hug, and you're hugging him. And just after a second, he gives you a big hug right back, and he says, "You're gotta be shitting me! What? Who the? How the fuck?" And he kind of puts you front, and he says, "Oh my god!" And you see that you are like a good 3 inches taller. You know that he never was. Either in his older age he has gotten much shorter since the last time that you saw him, or he's just kind of hunched over, but he's looking up and he says, "How the fuck did you? Where the fuck have you been?"
John, I'm just ignoring him. John, it's chill. This is my brother. John, this is my brother.
Yeah, he told me that.
Oh, yeah.
Zell,
Well,
where were you? He's just staring at you. Zell, where the
he
fuck
was
were you?
invisible, but
Why are you purple?
I was invisible.
Wait, you dropped invisibility?
Yeah,
Yeah, so he sees you, right?
yeah.
yeah.
He asked where I was, so I just answered literally I was invisible. I thought he meant, where was I? And I just
Oh,
appeared from nothing.
he says, this whole time?
Oh,
Oh.
When'd you learn how to
no,
do that?
No.
Oh my god.
10
Can you
minutes.
imagine? Can you imagine?
About just for like 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes.
Where,
Let's
how
go
are you
in.
purple?
Where's Pev? Come on.
Pev!
Come on, man.
He shakes his head. Pev! And you hear a voice from upstairs. What is it? Pev, get down here. Get down here. And you see
John,
he
this
starts-
is Pev.
he's, he's,
we have a lot to explain. I'm
He's-
sorry.
he's slow.
This was not the plan.
He's
Do
slowly,
not let him tell them about the Alkasan Barrier, John.
This
Don't.
was not the plan.
He's-
I'm sorry to.
Boy.
he slowly
This is
I
starts.
kinda
only
like-
know Pev
I
actually,
don't
John.
even
I've
know
only
what
seen
I
her
don't know what
once.
this play out. You do your
This-
thing, man.
This whole time you see,
No, dude. I mean, I know
runs
you.
up, and he's now run back down the stairs, and you can see this older dwarvish woman, who apparently is Pev, who appears to have like a nightgown on. She's like, "What the fuck? Why are we going down?" And she looks down, and she looks. And there's just a moment. Wait a fuck. Is that? And
It's me.
and Howard is like, yes, it's Zell. It's my brother, the one that's been missing for fucking tens of thousands of days. And she goes to like go and hug you. They're right now, John. You're just also standing there, but they are fully enamored. Zell, do you do anything?
Why aren't you?
I'm
Oh
just
my
I'm just standing over them silently,
my
looking down at them. I imagine they're all somewhat.
Yeah,
Why aren't you
they're-
guys giving John a hug? This is weird.
I
He's
don't.
just standing
I've
there.
just met these people.
Uh,
I've just.
they-
Hey, I've known your brother for about, I don't know, 60 days. So
they look
It's
to
like
you
my
and
whole life, pretty much, though.
I shake their hand.
It
Though.
feels
I'm
like.
yep, I didn't find him. No need to thank me. Nope.
oh, well, good to meet you, John. Let me get you some tea. We need to sit down. We need to talk. What?
Thank you.
Why are you purple?
We're
Why
here
are
for
you
business,
blue?
brother. We're here
what
for
did you-
business,
Oh
okay?
No.
God.
You need to come on now.
What?
Dude, no,
How
you're
long
awesome,
has he
Vita.
been gone for?
You gone for? He's been gone for a little over 10,000 days.
You should probably catch him up on the
Look,
speed.
look. Okay,
Why
let
are
me
you
pull John
purple?
aside.
Tell me why
Let
you're
me-
purple. Tell me why you're purple.
I'm ignoring him. I'm ignoring him.
He's
I'm just gonna pull
he's getting
John
in
aside.
between you. This is not how Howard is. He gets in between you and John.
He needs to
Tell me
know.
why you're
You need
purple
to-
now.
I'm looking down at Vita. You need to tell him.
I-
Otherwise,
I don't care where you've been this whole time. What
he-
happened to your skin?
Listen, he deserves to know. He's your brother.
All right.
You know how that
I was-
feels.
I was born this way. All right. I was
No,
born
you weren't.
purple.
Okay, you're doing a really
No,
poor
you
job
weren't.
explaining.
You weren't born purple. You
I
were
think-
born
oh,
with
it's,
skin like mine, with less tan, because of course I spent more time in the sun. You were always
what's
studying
so
books.
wrong with being purple?
It's not
There's
bad.
nothing wrong with being purple. What happened to you? Your skin's different from how it was.
Vita, you know.
Why is that what this guy cares about? After all these days, he cares about purple?
Vita, it's not about. It's more about. It's not the fact that you're purple. It's the reason why you're purple.
Well, I know it's a crazy reason, but he doesn't know that. He should be like, "Why are you alive?"
That's why I'm
maybe.
asking you.
Oh,
Well,
Well,
It's a
same
crazy
question.
reason.
all right.
Yeah, I'd
Purple
imagine
larger-
it's a
a
crazy
microcosm
reason.
of a larger issue.
I've never seen someone with
was-
purple skin.
It was well. There's a whole group
What?
of them
Oh,
in more urban areas, but I
Okay.
mean,
all right. Let's.
And how did they get purple? Same as you?
it's something that just happens when you go off. I don't actually know. We don't
What was the
actually.
last thing Zelgradris said to you? What was he doing before he left?
He was going on some big journey.
All right.
And he's
well,
looking
in
just
between
right
that
at you.
time and now, there's been a little bit of some memory loss that's happened.
There was a purple incident in that
and
journey,
he went to a different place that made him purple,
I see.
and he lost.
and
his,
made me
basically, he lost his
stay young.
memory. Basically, he doesn't remember anything from before 60 days ago.
Dude, why are you just telling him everything?
He's your brother.
Then how
Dude,
then
you're
how did you
actually a schizo.
then
You
how
don't
did you know?
him?
Then how did you know that I was your brother?
Visions.
Yeah, visions, dude. I mean, you remember the sunken tiger, dude? Remember that? I just remember that.
Fucking of course I do.
Wasn't that crazy?
I remember reading about it and how you almost fucking died.
It's interesting you have an accent, but he doesn't.
It's pretty much just yeah. Why don't I have an accent? Did
I don't
talk-
know. Yes, you
Anyway.
Did I
used to
have
talk
an
different.
accent
You
before?
talk different now. You got purple skin.
Oh my god. Well, look, I remember. You are my brother, which is great, and I remember Pev exists, and I remember the sunken tiger. But that's pretty much the extent. And I was gonna drag it out and make it seem like I remember pretty much everything by dropping in those little truths. But John just kind of told you it already.
Well, I don't know
that-
why we wouldn't
remember
just tell
anything.
him.
I
He's
don't
just
know.
kinda
What if
looking
he's a
between the two
fucking
of you.
spy or some shit? We don't really
Hey,
know.
Is he
old
wearing
as
short
fuck.
sleeves? Is he wearing short sleeves?
Yeah, let's see your arms, buddy.
He's wearing short sleeves. He's got some ripped ass arms. That's how you knew he was
No,
ripped.
no 10 cuts tattoo
No
there.
10 cats cat 2 at all.
I'm gonna look
Mm.
around the room. I'm gonna see if I spot anything potentially magical or out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I'll use detect magic. Cantrip.
There is not a magical thing in this building.
Okay. He's
Alright,
clean.
Yeah,
He's
we're
just.
clean. We're good.
What are you talking about spies and stuff? What do you even mean?
We have just.
You've come.
Look,
You said you're here
okay.
for business.
Yeah, we can't stay long. We
Well, at least sit for
are-
tea. And he just starts walking over, and you see
Okay.
that Pev has
All right.
prepared some tea for you all to sit down by the fire.
This is so weird, but
It's weird
I'll
for me
do it.
too.
okay.
Long lost brother has returned. Talking funny.
Being purple.
Listen, I'm not going to say anything
Being
else. I'm only going to interject when I think something's important. You guys,
No, dude. I need you here. I don't know this guy, but I also. It feels like I've known this guy my whole life.
okay.
You
Well,
know what I mean?
I think in that case, then
You know what
probably
I
be best
mean?
just to kind of tell him the whole truth, or at least a good part of it.
Look, Howard.
He takes a long,
Nope.
long, loud sip of his tip, or his
Sure,
tip,
Howard.
his tea.
Do you have any cream and sugar?
He nods, and you see that they're laid on the little tea.
Thank you.
And I don't really know Pev either, by the way. I met her once. Just so you know.
Well, if you had come and visited more often after your big
Jury
trip,
is
then
out.
you would have gotten it. You would have known her.
My big trip. Okay, well, this is gonna make you feel terrible. On my big trip, I got sealed away in a terrible place for thousands of days. How does that make you feel now?
Well, it makes me
Stop.
feel awful.
Oh
How did you get
my
out?
God.
How did you
Well,
get
Well,
out?
it was as good as I thought it would.
You're
Johnny,
obviously
we gotta
still.
kill this guy.
You're
Johnny,
obviously
we gotta
back.
kill this guy.
How'd you get out?
Mm. You know what? I'm sorry for saying that. That was usually we talk to people that I just don't really know, so it's kind of just, it doesn't matter. But
Well, you're
for some
talking to
reason, I
your
feel
brother
some
now.
guilt.
You're talking to your
Yeah.
brother.
Okay.
He's literally feeling remorse for the first time.
That's weird. That was weird.
Say, whoa, what was that? What was that?
This is
It's
new.
weird.
First time.
It's just the short of it is your brother, my former self, pre-purple, he found something insane, very strong. We need it. We need to find it to fix the world, fix everything. Crazy things are happening. I'm purple now, and I'm back to
You're
life.
telling me.
John's just nodding his head. Yep.
And we came here, and I forgot everything also. And we came here because you knew him. We thought you didn't know him really, but then you said you were my brother, and then I remembered. But we pretty much need as much info about him and what he found and where he went so that we can go there and destroy it or take it or whatever and stop all this crazy. Like, you have no idea this shit is happening. It's
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
You're right. I really, unfortunately, simultaneously, I don't know what everything you're talking about, and I also simultaneously, I don't know if I can really help you in terms of whatever he was doing. I mean, he said he was going on a big trip. I think he said something about a Titan. I don't know what that is, but he was going to look for it, and he said he would be back. He
What
wasn't
do
going to
you
be
know?
able to visit.
What do you know?
Stop.
You never knew anything. You always just would beat the shit out of things or whatever. I mean, that's what John is for. He can do that way better
Like,
than anybody on
I
the
can
farm.
bet you no one else in Sumia can pick as many cocoa beans as I can in a
okay,
single
we'll,
hour.
we'll see about that tomorrow then.
You're
Oh my
insane.
God.
You're insane. You
Yeah,
just
but,
Well, you-
flew earlier on air.
Do you really want a competition? Because I will beat you at that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I trust you. I don't doubt it that you might have a chance, but I'm not ever one to back down from a challenge. So tomorrow then.
That's
Anyway,
insane that you even
the
think
bigger
that, dude.
part of the problem is right now is Vita's not lying. I've only known him for I don't
Who's
know
this
how
Vita?
long.
That's your new name?
I'm Vita, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
That's what
My
I've been
real
calling
name.
him. That's
Well,
what that's what
Dead
this
named.
current iteration of him is called.
Well, I
my
know
real
you as
name.
my brother, so I'm going to call you Zell.
All right. You have two names.
Okay, well, I'm not going to respond to that every time. You have to understand it's confusing for me.
I think
Well,
you can have
I don't
two
have
names.
to say it.
You don't have a last name,
You're
do
kind
you?
of annoying. This guy's annoying to deal with, isn't he? He's kind of annoying.
That's kind of what brothers are for. I never had one.
You look the same as when I met you. Did you not age at all?
No, I
Oh,
didn't age. I was in
we
a
just
prison.
met. Oh,
It was
sorry.
a terrible prison.
Didn't age
And you,
in this
you can't
prison.
see your face.
You didn't age in this prison.
You edged in the prison.
I didn't edge. I didn't age. It was terrible.
That's
You know, you were saying I didn't know stuff, and I thought you were being all highfalutin about it. But no, yeah, I really don't understand that. I don't know how you don't age in prison. I thought people
Vita's
explicitly aged in prison.
I'm just interject. Vita Zell has kind of a reputation of being a menace, and we're working on manners, kind of. So sorry if he's a little bit abrasive. It's just he's only 60 days old, basically, and that's a lot. And the stuff we've done is a lot to take in a short amount of time. So, but everything he says, to some extent, is the truth.
Well,
It's true, dude.
thank you for that, John. But I hope you know. And he looks at you, Vita. I hope you know that it doesn't matter whatever you're doing now. You're still my brother.
All right. You know, that makes me feel kind of good in a weird way.
I would hope it.
That's all I have to say about that. Okay. And who's this Pev, by the way? She's just been sitting here. I don't really know her.
Well, Pev's my wife. And she turns to Pev, and Pev's like, yeah, I don't know why I was woken up for all this. I mean, it's great that you're back, but
Are you serious? You don't know why you're woken up when I returned after how many thousands of days?
I understand
How
that.
dare you?
And she kind of looks at John. She says, I understand what you mean about the abrasiveness. And looks back at you,
Just a little
Vita,
bit.
and says, well, what I didn't mean is that I understand why I was woken up. But I understand why the way you're acting. Especially about seeing your brother. I thought it was supposed to be a big affair. I made all this tea, and it seems like you all wanted to leave.
It is strange. I want to leave, but I kind of like being here a little bit.
I think you should probably stay. It's probably good to you don't really have anybody except for us, so it's nice to have actual family.
Dude, we've got people on the inside at the university right now. Who knows what's
I'm
happening?
not worried about them. I'm not worried.
I'm not really either, honestly.
Yeah,
but
this is nice.
I'm glad
Smell
you
like
said it
cocoa's
first.
in the air, and
I'm glad you
know,
said it first.
they're smart. They'll figure things out.
Maybe we can just stay here for. Yeah.
I don't know about that, but it'd probably be good to catch up and just So Vita Zell was in line when he said we're here to learn more about who he was before he disappeared and what he was doing. And while I understand that, you probably want to maybe divulge what you've been doing for the past, you don't know what so many days. We also have a bunch of questions that are rather urgent.
State of the world. Do you understand that?
Yeah. It's not an over exaggeration. It is fairly true.
Look,
that
my
there's a lot of
long
jeopardy
lost
happening.
brother is back. I'm willing to believe anything. But I will say I don't know
Alright.
how much of a help I can be. What I'll tell you is this. The last time
Would
that
you
I saw you
believe
based off my
me
notes,
if I
what are you
told
saying?
you? Oh, would you believe me if I told you that I won Funnel Mania?
I have no idea what that is.
What?
Well,
But
it's true.
congratulations.
And
John, it's not like you to brag like this.
sorry, I was just seeing what I could get away with. I didn't win Funnel Mania. I lost. We lost. So
Well,
I
dang.
didn't even think of that when you
So
said
I
it.
think so I guess the main question is what was Zell doing? He said he was going on a big trip. Was he with anybody? Did he talk to his
Yeah.
We know he has a
Or who
kid.
should we talk to if you're no help? Also, by the way.
Well, here's what I know. Here's what I know from my notes. Because I've read it a few times, because ever since you didn't come back, I knew something was up. So I read it to see if you gave any clues. And here was my theory. You said you were going to be gone for about 1,000 days. So you were going to visit. You used to visit every 100 days, just so you know. Since you don't remember, of course. Which you do remember, but he doesn't know you don't remember. So you used to visit every 100 days. You said you weren't going to be gone for 1,000, so of course waited 1,000. You didn't show up. I read through what you had told me that day through my journal, and now I didn't write down everything. I don't write everything in my journal, as you I was pretty lazy about it back then. Now I'm a little bit better, especially since the era changed. But anyway, here's what I wrote about it. You said that you were going to go to Toulouse, which is a city I know west here and not in the wilds.
Hire some miners.
You were going to hire a crew of about 50 people, is what I wrote down, to help you dig down to get some Titan. And you didn't say where it was, so I can't help you in that regard. But I will say, in terms of you getting such a big group of people, you seemed excited about it. That's what I wrote. And now the Zell that I know, and he kind of looks at you, didn't get excited about a lot of things. But you seemed super excited about this. So much so that I wrote it down. And I'm someone who normally doesn't write down many things. So the fact that those two things were true, and you were super excited about it, that means you were really itching to go. So all I can say is that whatever was important, whatever you know about Zell creatures, is that it was vital to you, to him, to you, to get there as quick as possible with as many resources as possible.
Huh. Well,
Any
we kind of knew that already, though.
did he okay? Did he say, or do you have any names of the people on the crew that Zell mentioned explicitly? I mean, it's 50 people. There's got to be one person took out.
He had not hired the crew yet when he talked to me. He said he was going to Toulouse to hire the crew.
Oh, did he say he
All
was
right.
anticipating hiring anybody, or no?
Who? Look, we're gonna have to talk to either Ty or Alika. Which one of them would be the better option?
Well, I
He kind
think
of squints
it's
his
not
eyes
about
and
options.
he squints his eyes and he says, well, I guess if you haven't spoken to them yet, Ty would probably be a better option because Alika was, I don't know, a few thousand days old when you went up and left.
Okay.
Vita, I don't think it should just be based around the options for pursuing this. I think now that we've seen people are probably waiting for you to come back, you should at least tell them that their dad, their family member is alive in some way.
Well, it's not really him.
No, it's him. It's the same body, and obviously you have some of his memories, so
I'm like a ghoul in his body. I'm like a purple.
I wouldn't say that. It's not
I'm not
like
gonna
you're a
stay with
different
them.
soul. I know, they just probably deserve to know that, you're alive.
Okay. Yesterday, or actually
Think
20
of-
minutes ago, I wouldn't believe you, but now I care about this old man.
Has
So-
Vita sort of expressed like how happy he is to see his brother in some capacity? Like,
That's for you to decide, Vita.
I think you can tell that he feels conflicted
like
in his emotions and feeling because sort of just been thrust upon him, but he's looking chill at the table. He's like sitting there, and by now he would have turned around and left already the first second he said that he didn't really be much help. So the fact that he's kind of just hanging out and talking to this guy is a measured change for Vita.
and I just
At
sort of go,
least.
think about, maybe you can get some more memories, or maybe they can give more information. It's more to meeting them than just this mission right now.
All right, John. John's a real good guy. That's why we brought him along.
He kind of nods.
Yeah.
We
his
could have brought
head.
anybody from the Vein Breakers, but we picked John.
Howard
Yeah, it was
says,
like almost as if circumstances dictated that he joined.
Yeah, I was saying we actually, in
Yeah.
fact, didn't pick John. We actually didn't. Is the thing.
Kind of thrust upon us by a higher power.
hell yeah. Howard nods his head, says, I have no idea who the Mainbreakers are, but I can
You
say
don't wanna know.
that you seem like a good guy, John.
Some say that.
And so do
I don't know
you.
if
And he
it's
looks
true.
at you, Vita. And so do you, Vita.
There's something I want to tell you, brother. It's kind of insane, and it's this guy called Kahar. Have you ever heard of him?
Oh man.
Because this is
Alice
something I'm
whisper,
really
"Oh,
excited
no."
about.
Mic muted.
I have to keep myself muted because I'm emotional during all this,
Yeah.
and I can't be interrupting.
He's like a god or something, right? What about him?
He's not just any god. Okay. Now here's something I'm excited about. He's literally my god.
He's your god. You're a worshiping man, huh?
No, he works for me. He gives me powers
What kind of powers?
and shit. Check this out.
Worst
Okay.
question he could ask.
I do
Check
a
this
little. I'll say, just like we rehearsed, and I'll roll a d20. If it's 10 or below, trick doesn't work. Okay. I snap my fingers twice, and out from under my hat crawls Ori onto the table.
You see, he's just for a moment, and he says, "Is that Kahar?"
Okay. Well, in a way, yes. In a way, it's a piece of Kahar given to me. And what I'm saying is, if you come along for the ride, you too could be a valuable member of the Kahar group, and he will probably give me crazier shit to do,
Wait, are you saying to go
which is
along
pretty
with
cool.
your Titan thing?
No, just start doing shit for Kahar around the farm and shit, and around the city, things like that. Tell people Order of
Says,
Sin is not that bad.
I
That
don't
thing.
know what the
That's what
order of sin is, but I'll say this.
It's so fucking funny.
I'll say this. You came back to see me, even if it was for business. I got to see my brother again. And if in some way, because of that, you're following Kahar now, I'll give it a shot.
Okay. See, that excites me. Okay, so write that down in your notebook as the second thing that has excited me,
Do you want me to do that literally?
please. Yes.
Okay. And he kind of
Was
pulls out of
Zell
his pocket and starts writing.
was Zell like
We
Vita
don't
at
cancel
all
you, man.
in any capacity? Is there any like residual personality fluid like on Vita?
All I know, based off of my notes, because I can't remember much due to all this god shit. What I'll say is, Zell certainly was a talker. You still got that, but a lot nicer.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that you've lost some of your memories.
Well, maybe the nice talking is what got him sent to prison for 10,000 days. So
Is that true?
maybe this is what we need. That's my working theory. He was too weak or something like that.
He was sent
Too
there
small.
for 10,000 days. I don't know. We don't really know
It
why.
was longer than 10,000. It was like
Yeah, it
way
was
longer.
yeah.
But yeah, I just said, yeah, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, this is a nice little place you guys got here. I'm just gonna take my shoes off.
I'll say, as you all begin to get settled in, we will go back to our university crew.
That was
Wow, I sort of feel
Not
like
how I thought that was
We
gonna
need
go.
but we hold on. I need a second just to really come to terms with that before I can get back into playing Felix. That was fucking insane.
yeah.
Hey,
That
I was
was-
blindsided by that too. I didn't know.
No,
Yeah,
that
no,
was
you-
excellent. That was really, really good. But oh my god,
I don't
Oh
know
my
how
God.
you. I'd imagine every single gear in your brain is turning to be as evil as you are. It's awesome.
oh my god.
Excellent work.
It feels so natural now.
And excellent work to Steven for being able to react mostly like a sane human to that. Because I can imagine it's very difficult to play. Yeah, anyway,
Fuck,
good stuff.
the rush of the memories came
Oh.
back, faded after like 40 seconds, and Vita was like, "Oh right."
All
Damn.
right.
Yeah.
Agreed. Hey, roll a
Yeah,
2
no,
under
you're
a
kidding
3.
genuinely
Yeah.
evil in kind of a scary way, man. That's awesome. Good
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
He likes being
Okay.
there. That says something.
It does. It does.
Well, let's see what crazy stuff happens at the Tenzin University. So
Not much,
you
man. We're just having normal conversations.
You know, I'm
sure.
glad it's we don't get many easy evenings like this, Turline. You know, I'm glad nothing bad's happened. Normally it's like the sky's falling every other day, but it's pretty good.
Let's hope.
Nice change of pace.
Yeah, let's just hope he doesn't. If he doesn't get too overwhelmed by seeing one of the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he said he's nobody, so I don't know. It sounded like a
We
big
should,
family.
I found something interesting, and I'm going to turn back to um, Alika,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna say thank you so much for showing us this. I think we got a lot of the information we need, but if there's more, we might come back tomorrow.
She kind of nods her head and she starts to kind of open up, kind of opens up the door that was closed, and she kind of starts to lead the way out back through. And I'll say, you begin to hear her say, "Well, that's good. And if you all are interested in hearing more about the specifically the location of that Titan. We are on currently. I'm funding a mission where, and that's the last thing you hear before, as you're beginning to walk out.
Oh.
She just freezes in place, and for a moment you're confused, but you're also frozen in place, and your eyes start to move around, and the air suddenly feels thick around you, almost like molasses. You try and move, and your fingers, you try and just flex a finger, and you can feel your muscles tensing, but just nothing is happening. It's like the air is just like you are suddenly just in stone, but you're not able to move at all, but you're able to move around your eyes. And as you are
Sorry,
moving,
can I call implement?
unfortunately, that has the manipulate trait, and you
Oh,
cannot
I did not
move
see
your
that. Thank you,
hands.
thank you, thank you. I did not see
Uh,
the manipulate trait.
Oh,
Good
we
call.
got the
And-
easy option.
and also, I don't even know, even if it didn't have the manipulate trait, we'll see what happens. You are frozen, and so is she, but so is all sound. It is dead silent. In fact, turn off any music that you
I was about to.
have.
Deafens.
Deafens. Let me. 1 second, I almost. Nice and quiet now. You
Man, why'd I have to say anything?
suddenly.
Felix is having that exact thought, by the way. Like, oh god, why? I should know better by now.
We like to have fun here. We like to have fun here.
Oh, as soon as you all were saying stuff like that, I was like, yeah, they don't know what's about to happen.
No.
You suddenly see in front of you in the hallway, in front of this, there was a good 10 feet while the Alika was leading you all out. You see that about 5 feet in front of you all, as you're both just kind of walking together in this hallway, just listening to Alika speak before she suddenly stopped and you were unable to move. You see, just in half a second, a swirl of white cloth, and before now standing in front of you. First, I'll describe what you see visually. You see the most strikingly beautiful woman you have ever seen in your life. And you know this for a fact as you look upon her. She is looking at you, and you can see that she has just black irises. So it's a black iris and a pupil just in white eyes. She has this long, kind of just flowing white hair, very pale skin, and she's wearing this white dress that is just flowing all around her. And you see down that she is not standing on the ground. She's just floating in front of you. Same size as you. No, not some massive figure, just a woman. But what I'll next describe is what you feel in your chest. Unable to move still, you feel like you've been hit by a train. You feel your heart suddenly constrict to such a level that in front of you is a being of such divine power. You haven't felt this, when you were in the presence of third order deities. This is even bigger than what you felt with Kahar or Sulan.
Are
This
you
is something
fucking with me?
greater.
Think
Probably
I'm
not something-
fucked, bro. We got the easiest shit ever.
You are standing in the presence. You are sure of it, more sure than you've ever been. standing is not the proper term, frozen in front of a first order deity. Which one? We'll see. But as you are staring at her face, you see her eyes are closed and then they open towards her. Her hair is just flowing as if it's flowing in this thing. It's the only thing moving in your vision. You feel your heart just absolutely constricted to a point, and you can feel yourself able to blink now. Before you were unable to move, but now your eyelids are allowed to move, but everything else is still just feeling like it's in stone. And you realize as you're looking at her and you just stare at her, you almost feel like you have to because of her beauty, even though it's such a frightening presence, the feeling in yourself. You can see across her face slow little cuts beginning to emerge across her face, across her forehead, and within it, not blood emerging, but this red, hot pink liquid starts to kind of slowly flow out. And then from where her hair meets her head, this hot pink liquid slowly begins to emerge as well, as if her scalp is bleeding. And across her white dress and her arms and her legs, underneath the white dress, you can see splotches of this hot pink dyeing the dress that she's under. But as soon as you blink, it all goes away. She's back to her strikingly beautiful form. But then just half a second later, those cuts begin to form again across her face, her eyes. You can see almost just her mouth seems to extend for just half an inch as you're staring at her, but you continue to blink, and it continues to go away, and you feel the need to continue to blink as you look at her, because otherwise this terrible visage starts to appear. And looking down at you, she looks to the two of you, and she says, "You would not believe how difficult it is to talk to you two. I get why you wear the amulets, but really, I've been just trying to have a conversation this entire time because you've been going around destroying these talkers' crystals. Really appreciate that, but I just wanted to kind of align things with you. Is that okay?" She kind of just looks to the two of you.
Are we given the ability to respond?
You are given the ability.
Talk?
You feel like you could talk, and I'll say, like I said before, I don't like to say how you make you feel, but it's the most jarring mix of emotions of the beauty in front of you, the frighteningness of the first order deity, the casualness of which she is speaking. There are so many different thoughts and emotions going through you right now. No, it is up to
That's
you
fine. I got
as
one if I
players.
could talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
You
I
can
say
say however you like.
And I say that with a degree of stuttering and confusion that I did not, and I feel I cannot convey as like a player. But through like a stuttering, the sound of like a baby, basically, I say, "Are you real?"
Do you say anything, Felix?
This entire time, so the sequence of events that happened while you were narrating was when we were frozen, Felix wanted to try to see if he could manually do the dissociate thing he does when he dreams. And then when that woman appeared, he would, I can't remember her name because I'm freaking out. The dragon. I know you said it at the beginning. Syskin's mother.
Yes.
Alkasan, okay. Once she appeared, I would try to say like, no, would I know she's a first order deity immediately?
You know this, like the divine presence in front of you. It's like the second order deity, but on a level you didn't even know could be possible.
I would begin like mentally to like try to reach out to Kansa, and the moment I figure that out, in the entire time, the moment that Felix realized that this is a first order deity, he's been doing his very best to think about nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. Because
staring.
Absolutely fucking nothing. Because he does not want Okansa to get killed. Or for him to get killed.
Yeah, but are you real?
She kind of chuckles a little bit. She goes, "Yes, I am real. I forget sometimes with mortals, you all don't really see me too much, especially when it's my era. I mean, why would I need to? Yes, hi, Vidana, goddess of punishment, first order deity, prime deity, name of the era, everything like that. Is it cool if we just talk about your intentions, like, really quickly? I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Could
Can
you
I?
go first?
And I'm not speaking right now. Just lodging this still. Any
Mhm.
change in the perception, Stephen, of my ability to talk, in terms of like, it's about this oppressive force and whether or not I feel I can overcome the beauty in the moment.
You are, yeah, everything is still happening. Your mouth is able to move. It is up to you whether you think your character would speak.
I guess my body still can't move, right? I'm not trying to do anything hostile, but like
Yes.
I would say my character. I'd say my character is hit with the intuition to just dumbstruck shrug, like, and obviously their body in this moment cannot do that.
Yes.
So, however that is conveyed through the brief facial movements or the tiniest of shoulder movements I can make while under the goddess frozen spell, that's what I do. Just a complete, total, brainless shrug.
Mm-hmm. What about you,
There's
Felix?
very few people as strong as you. Not many. There's next to no one doing what you're doing. No, it's pretty cool, right? God damn it. Anyway,
You say anything?
her last question, and my response is, can you go first?
Can you explain that to me real quick, just as the DM?
So if we're gonna be,
Yep.
so if like she wants to have a conversation,
Our intentions. Okay. Yes.
I-
okay. I get.
I want
I
her
get it.
to
I
start
fully get
speaking
what you're
before
saying.
we do. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She says, "Oh, don't worry. I was going to do that anyway." Absolutely makes sense. I'll take your silence as a yes. So here's the deal. You all, I understand it. Your little group has been going around destroying talkers crystals. Really appreciate that. I really have to emphasize that. People that use it, we don't like them. Okay. Talkers crystals been a problem for a very long time. Okay. It's been a
I'm
little
sorry,
bit more
can I
of a
pause?
problem.
Sorry, really stupid
Yeah,
question.
sure.
I just
No stupid questions here.
is all three of us in this room? Well, obviously she's probably not trying to speak to the third. We all speak Elvish. Is this in Elvish? Is this in Alkasan? And we understand it somehow? Is this like common?
Yeah.
Like,
What language?
am I just sensing this? Like, I feel like, sorry, stupid question.
Yeah.
How am I
No, that's an
perceiving
awesome question, Kevin. Come on.
this language?
Fantastic question. She
Brother.
she is speaking both Common and Elvish at the same time. She is speaking all of the languages you know.
Do I at the same? Is it like, does it sound like blah, 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 or is it like I can like focus in on one sound wave of Common and one sound wave of English or
Exactly.
Elvish?
If you
depending on what I
think that
think.
she's speaking Common, she starts speaking Common. But if you think she's speaking, but you can sense there's something else there, and you feel like if she's speaking Elvish, she starts speaking Elvish. And if you know any other languages,
Get out.
she can feel like she's speaking those.
I choose to hear this conversation in Elvish
I have a question.
to feel like I have some sort of agency here.
Hey,
Following up.
understandable.
And I want
with
that
all
to
the
be like,
questions.
sorry, to be clear, I want that to be like, that is what my character is thinking in this moment. I feel like I'm not playing that as a funny joke.
Mhm.
I am making an intense decision. What feels intense because it's the literal only thing I can do.
Yep.
To hear this conversation in Elvish. Carry on.
Makes sense.
I have a question. If she is speaking in every language, are there any languages that I would not understand why she's speaking them to me? Does that make sense?
Oh.
You do hear a little bit of Fae in there.
That's the worst
Hey,
answer you
boy.
probably could have given, I think. Okay. Okay.
You hear a little bit of Wild Song too.
God is not good. This much I know. Okay. Where the hell did he go?
Gotta use the restroom. Took a moment to process it.
This tea is great.
Yeah.
Man, why do I
Do you
say
guys have
any
any hot chocolate or chocolate?
Fuck.
Chocolate
Oh.
goods.
As soon as you all took off that divine protection necklace,
My
Oh, you
dumbass.
took off your
God
necklace.
Sorry,
dude.
man. I wanted to be able to give you my complete attention, so sorry.
No worries,
I had to use the
understandable.
bathroom.
We're
No
safe, bro.
divine necklaces here. You, she begins saying, I'll just repeat it again. So you all are, I understand you and your little group are going out there, destroying crystals, destroying the people that are using them. Fantastic. Really love that. I mean, like, I have been doing this for a very long time, and it's been really frustrating, right? Since the beginning of time, really. And it's been frustrating to get rid of them, and they've started to got a little bit out of hand recently, and you all are doing a fantastic job with destroying, right? Continue to seek them out, keep doing that. If you want to do it not under my watch, okay, I get it. But I was a little bit suspicious, okay? A little bit suspicious at why you're trying to protect yourself from, being other deities, I guess. But, really, only the first order deities matter, right? I don't know why you're trying to hide from it. And so I just wanted to make sure that our intentions are aligned here, okay? And so
She pulls out her phone.
she pulls out her phone.
That'd be awesome. She just has a cell phone.
I had a lot of time on planes.
Don't worry about what this is. Sorry.
She says, I'm going to ask you what your intentions are. Okay? With these Talker's crystals, if you find more of them, you keep seeking them out, okay, whatever. I'm going to ask what your intentions are to do with them. And if you don't say your intentions are to destroy, like, every Talker's crystal you come across, suddenly her smiling, beautiful face, her smile drops. And she says, I will ensure your body is punished to the point that every atom screams in agony, begging for it to stop, but instead will perpetually escalate beyond any pain you have ever experienced or you could ever imagine. Felix and Turlon, you notice now that you haven't been able to blink as you stare at Vidana. So the hot pink liquid that continues to pour from her hair continues to go down. It continues to pour out of the corners of her eyes. The cuts, the lacerations across her skin continue to expand and bleed. Her mouth unnaturally widens towards her ears, and her eyes begin to glow a hot white. And your soul will be pulled from your screaming body and will wish it got the luxury of its former vessel's punishment, since your soul shall be ripped, burned, snapped, and shattered until every piece that could have possibly been identified as your own is completely unrecognizable. Felix, Turlon, as you helplessly stare at Vidana, the hot pink liquid has now entirely enveloped her body, dripping and steaming around her, with her mouth as she speaks now moving up the entire top half of her head like a puppet, and the piercing glow of her eyes permeates through the liquid itself. And once this punishment for your transgression has finished after an eternity, the pathetic excuse for what's left of you will come back to me and beg for more, as it will be the only existence it can remember, knowing nothing of whatever your insignificant life has been. Turlon, Felix, you suddenly are able to blink. The liquid disappears. Vidana's stunningly beautiful form returns. She smiles at you. So, what are your intentions with these crystals?
Well, I will say,
We
staring
want
at a flashlight.
what is best for Sumia. That is our concern. We started all of this because, we also noticed. We noticed. Sorry to interrupt you, Turlon, but I really need to speak.
That was Kevin talking, not Turlo. Don't worry about it.
We noticed that more of those weird crystals were showing up and causing problems, as I'm sure you are aware. And I cannot remember at the moment where we did find out that it was a very bad sign that it was escalating. So we just want what is best for us, people that share our home. And as a deity, I'm sure that I'd be surprised if that was not what you wanted as well. And this is yours, after all.
She kind of looks at you, and you can see her smile stays unmoving even as you continue to blink. And she just kind of stares at you for, I'll say, a solid 10 seconds. Do you say anything, or Turlon, do you say anything?
Nope, I genuinely mean that.
out of character, I stared at a flashlight the entire time that
Oh
you were
my
doing
God.
that, just to kind of let it sink in, and I feel like it gave me a similar effect of being at that moment because
Mhm.
the player, I'm like, my eyes are fucked right now.
Oh my God.
So with that in mind, yeah, I think Turlon's just like kind of still like double, triple blinking in response to this, just like try to process it. Um, I will, I I will mumble. I might be like I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not trying to be heard. I will just mumble to myself in Elvish. Um, that I will say you can do all of this, but the necklace stops you. As I'm just like kind of dumbfounded.
Killed.
I couldn't hear what you said,
So
Alex.
if you get me killed,
She's staring at you, Felix, as you say this all. Smile just there. And she says, I like you. She looks at you, Turlon. What did you say?
I see as I just kind of like close my eyes and just. Have I felt any diminishment yet of the feelings of like control over my mind and body?
I'll say that you've always fully been in control of your mind and your eyes. Currently, your body is still frozen and your mind is still there. So it is up to you, as you're, knowing everything that I've presented, it is up to you for how you think Turlon would respond in this moment. She is now
I
looking
would
at
just
you, and you can
I will
close
kind
your
of for
eyes
the
if you want.
first time try to stare like directly at her. And like I in character just don't say anything for like a good 2 seconds. I was never very religious. You must understand it's a little overwhelming. And I just kind of like close my eyes and grimace. Given what I'm seeing right now, it's just hard to imagine how that necklace was stopping anything. Since you could do all of this.
She kind of.
I agree with Felix. I say, like, clearly, like, struggling physically.
I'll say, Felix, you Turlon, your eyes are closed, right?
I would have closed it for like a second. It's like a
Okay.
grunt of pain before opening my eyes again.
Gotcha. As you close your eyes, Felix, you see Vidana lean in towards Turlon, and Turlon, you open your eyes, and Vidana is now just directly, or she's leaned in front of you. She says,
Open my eyes more.
and
I
she
guess that's all I
says,
can do.
the necklace never stopped me. She looks down as you are walking. Your hands have just been frozen kind of by your side as you are walking.
Mhm.
She looks at you and she says, which finger?
Left hand or right hand? Is she looking at a particular hand?
She's looking at both of them.
Roll 1d10.
I don't know if I would do that.
and just choose a ring finger. Just choose a ring finger.
That would have been, by my estimation, because I'm going from my left hand to my right hand, left pinky.
Left.
Terrible
so,
choice.
So you say left pinky?
I think my character is completely, totally in shock, and I can't even pretend to have any real say over anything more than basic thoughts. And I'll wiggle my left pinky for her if she would like me to. I think she's a smart enough, as like presumably a god, to know that in this moment I wish to signal which finger by moving it.
And she
No tricks, just moving my pinky finger.
And she says, she continues to stare at you, and she kind of just nods her head. And she never, as soon as you wiggled it, she kind of looked back up at you. And Felix, you see out of just the corner of your eyes, because you can't move your head at all, corner of your eyes, you see she reaches down. And you see it just out of the sight of your vision. You can't even see it, Turlon, because it's down by you. You just feel just a little pluck. And Felix, you now see, and now holding in front of him, you see your left pinky in front of your face, now staring in between the two of you. And she's kind of looking at it, inspecting it. She says, "I think I'll keep this." And she kind of waves her hand and disappears. And she stands back up and she says, "Well, I think we've had a great chat. I'm glad that our intentions are aligned. Have a great day." And she disappears. You're now back in time. Everything returns to you. The feeling of your heart suddenly is released, and you feel awake. And Turlon, unfortunately, a clean cut. Your pinky is gone on your left hand.
I fall to my all fours and I vomit
So it's just
immediately. I can't hold my body.
in the exact moments that that follow, clean cut as in amputated. This is me, a player, talking. We'll get
Yes.
getting characters that-
Amputated.
amputated and perfectly healed, or like bleeding to death.
Oh, still bleeding. Yes, still quite
Okay.
bleeding.
As
It
it-
is now
as-
suddenly.
So
bleeding.
as it's been like just like clean, like sharp knife.
Yeah, it's like if I froze time, sliced it in the middle of time, took it off, and then just the rest of it, blood hasn't,
Got it.
gone.
I have a sequence of things that I am going to announce that I would do in the exact moment. Alex, tell me if you think you would interject in any one of these moments.
Okay.
I'm just going to I'm going to fall backwards, put my hand up to my heart, and I need to be on the webcam. I gasp for breath as I take this motion a couple times before I summon implement and just swing my hand and to summon my chalice right to me. And I just the one that I can drink to heal. Above board, I have no idea if that would do anything to my finger. That's just what my character is doing in the moment to grab this essentially healing. And I, capital D, capital C, drain the chalice as I just fall to the back and throw the liquid on my face. What does that do to me? If does it give me anything?
I will say you did not lose any hit points. It does stem the bleeding, so I will say it is still just an open wound, but now it's kind of just oozing rather than just profusely bleeding. But I'll say in this moment, just to describe it because it's funny, Alika is continuing to walk forward, not in any way had no idea any of this was happening, and walking forward, continuing her sentence and being like, we actually have a group going, and she looks and turns around to you.
Here's me, wretch.
See Felix
Second,
vomiting, you on the ground, and what do you do next?
Next step again, Alex. Let me know if you know anything. I'm full on adrenaline of every moment I have spent in near death moments. Second is I put my hand up my chest. I copy the mirror. My heart beating. I use the mirror to reflect myself 15 feet away on the other side of the barrier. I am grabbing with one hand, trying to grab my amulet and Felix's amulet. And you, Steven, tell me when any of this resolves, but that's what I try to do. Copy myself mirrored over to the floor in agony, trying to pull the amulet and come back to us.
I can manage to stand up now that I have passed my DC 30 fortitude save I have imposed on myself. Was I able to see that Turlon drain the chalice did not fully close the wound?
I will say, which hand
Actually,
are
that
you
doesn't matter.
reaching up to your stomach?
That doesn't matter. I'm going to walk up to them. I'm going to run up to them.
Oh, sorry, to be clear, which me? Because right now there's two of me. One is on the ground, pantomiming, and the other is
I
grabbing
will
the stuff.
sprint up to the closest one, and I will be like, make this one real. Now.
I grab onto you, and you see the other one disappears on the other side, and I'm right in front of you.
I will not turn around, and I will say, Elika, turn. And I will not wait for her to do that, and I will cast a heal on them.
I breathe out. It's how does that?
I will cast a. Fuck it! I'm gonna cast a 4th level heal.
Yeah, I'll say that's enough to slowly see it. It's still very rough, right? Like it's as if it was just sewn up, but your finger is now sewn up. It still pulses and hurts because you've lost a finger, and you can still feel your ghost finger there because it was just moments ago, but it is no longer bleeding. But I'll say Alika's obvious reaction is just is shock. She hasn't said anything yet. She's just staring in shock.
Presuming all this has happened in the span of about 5 seconds, I'm just I'm grabbing onto your cloak or whatever, the undershirt that's left on you when you pass through the barrier. And I'm just like grabbing my mirror and like breathing like heavily, and I'm like I like swear word. You presume Elven Watatian swear
I
words just
know the swear
up
words.
and down.
Mm-hmm.
The moment I heal Perlon's finger, I don't know how close we are to, but any distance, I will move as fast as I possibly can to the point where I drop to my knees and slide a little bit up to my bags, and I am tossing shit out to find the amulet, put it on, and I like forget to breathe until I do,
I'll say, yeah,
and I let
you
out a
all are.
sigh and like sit back on my like haunches, I guess, I don't know, and I will try to look for Turlons if they haven't already started
Yeah,
doing
you
that.
would see. I think it would be my cloak. I'm just gonna assume for flavor. While I was grabbing, just as you told me to come back, I pulled my cloak to the ground, and you see all my shit strewn about. And as you go to grab it, I use the mirror in like a last breath of pain to get over to the other side because cross. And then I start like grabbing on the ground for it.
And I'll say,
I
the whole
Go ahead,
time
Sumia.
Alika is just backing up and just staring. She hasn't said anything yet. But you
I
all are in
will
your own world, so you know.
Yeah.
take a deep breath, and I will stand up, and I will look to Alika, and I will try to. I'm beginning to reassemble my composure.
I got
And
my
I will
amulet
walk.
on, right? Sorry, I just want to make sure
Yes,
that's
yeah,
clear. That I
you
get
both have
that
your
on.
amulets
Okay.
on. You're good.
Okay.
I
Don't
will.
worry.
I'll
I
pass
won't
by.
punish
like,
you anymore
see-
today.
I will walk up to Alika, and I will say, Alika,
She's just still backing away. She's just staring at you.
I'm not going to hurt you. I promise. There's no really easy explanation. No easy explanation for this. I'll tell you as much of the truth as I possibly can. If I were to tell you any more, I worry. No, I know that you would be in danger. Your soul, the essence of who you are, would be in danger. Okay?
She's now
At this
backed
point,
up
I say
against the door.
Felix as I put my hand up.
Not from us. Make no mistake, Alika.
You help me up.
I motion to myself and Turlan. Turlan and I are close with someone you care about deeply. I cannot tell you who.
Her eyes
We
are
lied about
wide.
we lied about our intent. We are not archaeologists. We do not work for an archaeologist. I cannot tell you why we are really doing this. But it is to keep people safe. I need you to promise me that if anyone ever asks if you met Felix Yerman, Turlan, John, and Vita, you did not. You have never heard of these people. You have never met them. Okay?
Give me an intimidation or a diplomacy check.
Did you help me up, by the way? Just I want to know if I'm standing on the ground still, because I was asking you to help me up.
Oh, if the motion was obvious, I would help you up.
Okay.
Intimidation or diplomacy? Good.
It's up to you. Whatever you feel like you want to go for.
I'm intimidation. It's one better. Thank
yeah.
fuck.
She just nods her head just ever so slightly as she's just staring at you. She kind of glances just for a moment at your hands where you cast the heal. She's just staring at you.
For the first time, I'm going to admit this to anyone in the party. I will just say very quietly, or Pristel Quivaris, or Sarnalor. And I don't remember my old last name for Sarnalor, but I will say those three names.
Okay.
Turlan Leferin, Pristel Quivaris, or Sarnalor.
You have never heard those names. You've never met those people. Okay?
She's nodding.
Good. I know, while we're being honest, I know I cast a. I am hoping that this can be a secret between us. After today, once my companions and I leave this city, never return. most likely. That's all I can tell you without putting every conceptual version of you and your essence into some type of endless danger. Okay?
He kind of starts to fiddle for the what's called the doorknob. She kind of moves it so it starts to open up, and it's an opening indoor, so she has to kind of move forward a little bit. And as she's moving forward, she's just staring at you, and she said, "I never met either of you. Please get out."
I nod.
I'm sorry I scared you. I appreciate your help. I really am sorry. And I
I'm
will
going to
walk
just
through the door.
I'm gonna say, Stephen, just some like I'm gonna presume there's some like super traditional way of saying thank you in like Elvish Watatian tradition. I'm just gonna mutter that as I leave, holding my pinky.
And she just closes the door. She didn't leave with you. You're just both at the bottom of this staircase.
I'm gonna mutter to you, run or not.
No. Oh, wait a second. But I knock on the door. I left the map. I left the shit. We left the notes. I left the notes.
I presume Turlon grabbed theirs, but yeah.
Felix was not thinking about that at all in the slightest. I will lie.
I'll say you get no reply.
Fuck.
We'll
You
write it
heard
down
the
as soon
door
as we
lock,
get
though.
back. We'll write it down as soon as we get back. It's
Can
fine.
I open it? Can I open it?
You don't see her anymore.
Yeah, she's probably invisible.
Okay. Elika, this is awkward, and I'm sorry again. I left the map that I had sketched on the table, on the floor. I can't remove my enchanted items again, and I need you to grab that for me, please.
You see from just one of the hallways to the side, she kind of peers her head around.
I also, in a single motion, because I really do feel bad, I am going to take out.
As you reach for your bag, I'm just gonna turn to you, Felix. I will mutter, because I'm still hurt. I will mutter, "Don't make her do this," and I will walk up and I'll use my mirror to teleport to the other side of the barrier and grab
That
it.
fuck up the thing?
I think it's going through it. I'm willing to take the I'm willing to take the risk. I do it.
Turlon, I'm not. I'm not fucking around. Do not cross that. I don't care what you do. Elika, I will take out 100. I'm going to assume that if you will allow it, Stephen, at any moment in a city that we can convert our money platinum for ease of transport,
Sure.
I am going to leave 100 gold worth of coins on the floor in a little stack for her.
She kind of peers as you're holding out an arm to hold back Turlon. You see her as she's peering around the corner. She scurries into the vault room and grabs a whole bunch of papers that were flown on the ground from you all falling, and then she comes and quickly gives them to you and then shuts the door.
Thank you.
Word said.
We can leave.
I don't think I'm overplaying this, so I will turn to Felix and say, "It's hard to walk. Help me." I'm gonna grab onto his arm.
I will I will take their arm to like have it so it's underneath their shoulder, and I will walk with them in silence. I will not say anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide my bloody hand inside of any part of pocket or cloak that they have, as well as a layer of my own. And I'm gonna start with my other hand, absentmindedly wrapping my finger in parts of my cloak, just trying to cover it. Well, my finger nub as much as I can. I won't talk either. I suppose I'll wait, assuming we make it out entirely, unless you have something to say, Stephen.
I'm able to make it out. It's now 9 p.m., 10 p.m. detonate at the Denzin University.
9 p.m. Oh. Do you remember where we said we would meet them? When they came back?
We didn't say.
Of course we didn't.
This was the day we arrived, right?
Same day.
You arrived at sunset.
Let's go to them. Let's go to them. I'm sure we'll run into them.
Yeah. Actually,
it's going to be only one road to the chocolate farm. There's going to only be one road. We'll either meet them on their way back or meet them.
Okay, that is true. But also, how much do we? Okay,
Felix.
I was the issue was I was like, how much
Felix.
how much do we trust them to go on the road? We will do it. We're gonna walk.
I try to as firmly and quietly as I can say, Felix.
We're gonna walk there.
I look at you. I say thank you. And I squeeze onto your arm very tightly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I would think you would see the slightest of a tear on one of Turlon's eyes as they just breathe in very heavily.
I will.
I'm not saying the other names before. They've come up a couple times. Pristel and son-in-law.
I appreciate the honesty, but it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
We will walk up to the bridge guard, and before they can say anything, how much money do I have to pay you to lower the bridge?
It's the same guys from before. That's all good looking out. He says, 5 gold.
I've given 5 gold.
What the fuck?
he kind of looks to his other buddy, and his other buddy's like, 5 gold for me too.
I give him 5 gold.
Let me. Yeah, I take this 5.
They look at each other and they're like,
I thumb a sixth. I thumb a sixth. Purple man, go this way.
he says, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Quickly, please.
They flew across or something. They start quickly making the drawbridge. I will say that you all are able to, along the way, asking where people are or where this place is, are able to begin making your way.
On the briefest moment of reprise on the bridge, I will look to Felix. And the first moment, this entire time, Turlon has been wincing in pain, dealing with it, still clearly in shock. Turlon will just laugh a little bit. You can't tell if it's nerves or genuine laughter. And just say, they flew over it? Do you think that was literal?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Turlon, are you in pain?
I don't know. I'm in shock.
Well, if you are, let me know.
Just cut my finger off.
Don't think about it.
Yeah, good point. I sort of breathe heavily.
I will say that you all begin walking a little bit of time to get there. And I will say we're going to cut back as we near.
Actually, I'm sorry, I'm Steven. What we're actually gonna do is once we have the right.
You cut off for once. You cut off a bunch.
Once we get directions, I am going to turn into an elk, and I'm gonna ride. Turlon's gonna ride on my back there. We gotta go fast. Fast enough. Faster than walking.
Hell yeah.
What earth is he saying?
I'm wiggling my purple toes on the table as I'm sipping my second cup of tea.
You're disgusting!
I don't know what to tell. I'm just gonna sit there and go one, that's rude, and then 2, I don't know how you guys haven't heard of hot chocolate before. It's literally made with cocoa.
No, they don't want to hear about the hot chocolate. No, dude, listen to me. There was a witch on top of the mountain. She just showed up and she literally threw us off of the mountain.
I wasn't there.
It was
that.
insane.
But this other time, have you guys been to Riddock?
What is that?
Well, it's a town, it's a place, and they have this giant tube, and you go inside of it, and it shoots you out. It's called the Burst, and it's insane. I think Vita one time told me that they made a 6-year-old go on it or something.
We had this
shit, we did
girl.
this.
We had a little girl.
You have a daughter.
No.
No, no.
Well,
Why did you have this little girl?
We found a little girl. It was crazy. It was Ron Rongel was there, and Alden was there, and it was. Oh my God! There's so much more to tell you. It's crazy.
yeah.
It is crazy.
As you all are conversing, I'll say the other two, you begin to make your way to the cabin, elk on tow. It goes much faster than before. You all just enter. You see the
sorry,
lights
we
are
get
on.
there. Yes, I knock on the
Yes.
door. I knock on the door.
Not an elk
That's
anymore.
gotta
though,
be
let's
them.
just say.
That's gotta be them. They'll tell you all
That's
about.
gotta be them.
They'll tell me. We're gonna talk to you about Gatch. We'll tell you about Gatch.
Dude, wait to hear about Gatch. I put my hand on Howard's back.
Chumming it
He's-
up.
He says, "Oh,
This
well,
is
Gatch
great.
must be a story. I mean, after all the stories of the freaking giant honcho."
Actually, no. If we knock and they don't answer, I open the.
Yeah.
I just open the door.
You see Felix and Turlot
It's
enter.
not them. It's not them.
I would say if it's not abundantly clear, I feel like I maybe don't need to say it. Turlo looks incredibly haggard, is like bent over, one arm is like wrapped around Felix.
Is there like
Whoa.
a bench?
Oh,
On,
it's
is there
you.
a patio or a bench outside?
Oh
Like
yeah,
on
there's
the deck or something?
a little front porch. Yeah,
They have like a place Turlon can sit.
they got plenty
Inside, I
of chairs.
assume.
Yeah,
Or are
inside.
we gonna talk
Whoa.
outside?
We're not talking
What's
inside.
happening?
You guys?
Vita,
You
John,
got-
we need to speak with you
It's time
outside.
to walk over here.
I'll
It's
turn to
incredible.
Howard and say, "Sorry, bummer. They're party foul. Let me handle this."
I'm just like, I've heard so much about you all. Okay, I get it.
Guys, this is
We'll
my
meet you
brother.
after.
He
I'll when
lives-
he'll say that, I'll be like, "We'll meet you after this, sir." I
You
will
know,
take them.
now.
Guys,
Go
this is my
outside.
brother. He lives on a chocolate farm. It's fucking crazy. It's
The no one is your brother.
yeah, Howard. We grew up together. He's my fucking brother. He's the best.
It's his wife, Pev.
That
This Pev man.
is a good thing.
Great.
Yeah.
I will look at Vita to
Yeah, man.
gauge. Okay, good. Then I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, man. You're
I don't
strange.
know, man.
I walk out. What
Whatever.
you guys? You guys look like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
First,
didn't go over the bridge, did you?
first thing is
Right.
that I will pull
Wait.
on the chain for my amulet. Never, ever, ever take these off. Ever.
Guess how many
Yeah.
fingers I have,
That's
John?
pretty obvious. I look down. I see.
One of my hands is hidden. The hand that is now four-fingered.
Well, I'm gonna assume
is this game?
because I don't know what this game is, but I'm gonna assume you're maybe missing
met
one
her.
or something. Oh, you met who?
Who?
Think
Our story
hard.
did.
Think hard on the names we cannot say. There's one of them we can. She found us.
You took out one of them without us
No.
there? Are you kidding me?
Vita, I, under
Oh,
normal
shit.
circumstances, appreciate your unique and strange approach to life. I have no time for that now. She found us.
You didn't.
We did not kill her.
Which is
She
you
could
guys
have.
do
took off your
nothing.
amulets.
Yes.
We had to cross a magical barrier that would have disenchanted them. We
Oh
didn't think
no.
better.
Oh God.
There will be
Alright.
plenty of time for me to kick myself in the ass for that. That mistake will
Just
haunt me for the rest of my.
It was so sudden. Just one little amulet stopping her. That's oh man.
It's not. That's
So what
why-
happened? Did she fight you guys?
No, she found us, and she asked that we allow that. What our intention was with the Tolkris crystals. I told her the truth, that we want what is best for Sumia and its people, and that the Tolkris crystals seem to represent only bad things. That's what we said.
She.
We honestly got out of having to explain why we have these in the first place. She that. I'm very happy she didn't ask.
So we're good.
All she seemed to know is that we were destroying the crystals and wanted to know whether or not we were doing that for the reason
now.
she wants the crystals destroyed.
For now, we're fine.
In a state of shock, I asked her how the necklace stopped her, and well, she told me it didn't, and then took one of my. And then I
She
pull.
took one of your fingers.
I grimace a little bit as I
Oh
pull
my
out
God.
my hand, I pull a cloth off, and you see, you see one of my fingers is just completely clean, shaved off. Like there's a bunch of blood on my hand. It's like been like coarsely healed through Felix's magic. It's like not necessarily doctored. Like it's clear. I would probably need further medical attention. As I
I could
just show
probably
you.
grow you a new one, by the way.
Oh, that's nice.
Take a while, but
Hell yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, well,
So-
it's better than never.
Wait. Why did she? Okay. So you lied to her? Did you convince her
No,
that
no, we
we're
did
on her
not. We
side?
no.
It would be foolish of us to assume we know anything about what she thinks right now. We got her to leave us alone for the moment.
I guess we are.
That's
Why are
all.
you still alive? Is what I'm asking. Is if
Because she liked our answer.
She liked
She let
Felix's
us live.
answer.
We are
I had
doing what
nothing.
we are doing at the moment, what she wants. So it's very important that we understand and are prepared. Should at any point, hypothetically, we stop doing what she wants, we cannot enter that state of being unprepared. Otherwise,
was
she
there
also
any?
she threatened like torture beyond torture forever, time beyond time, that kind of stuff, of body and soul. I guess simultaneously wasn't clear, but I was like freaking out.
Was
Sorry, it's all
there
kind of hitting,
any
and I'm go ahead.
inclination? I know you guys must have been really shocked and unprepared. Did you have the feeling that if me and John were there, maybe we could have like taken her? We could
We
No.
would
just
have been destroyed
No.
and tortured for
no.
3
Okay,
eternities.
That's a
not even
ridiculous
close.
question.
Okay,
Well,
all
we
right.
have a long way to go.
That changes things.
Yes, it does. Are you? Hold on. Are you?
Data, I hope you
Never mind.
understand this. In an instant, both of us were frozen, with no ability to move, no ability to use magic. I impacted so bad by it that I could barely think. And within an instant, she was able to destroy one of my fingers, and that was just as a petty sign to show she was mad.
She actually kept it, which I think is worse.
Yes,
What are these amulets made of?
I don't know. She
All
tried to play it. She tried to play it
We
as
should
if the
figure that
amulet
out.
wasn't actually stopping her.
yeah,
But as soon as
she
she
might
saw
be
us, the
lying.
first thing she said was, "So hard to get a hold of you, all of you, those amulets." But she left us with the amulets.
She could be
No
lying.
chance it's a coincidence she showed up right when you took them off too.
No,
They
no,
must.
no, no.
We should find out what they're made of. I think
I
I
agree.
maybe
yeah.
after this.
I also think it highlights. Stephen, is there a David and Goliath analogous in this setting?
Uh,
David and
Wow.
Delilah.
yeah, I was about to say David and Goliath.
David,
I hate you, man.
you guys,
You suck.
it's like
Same
that
wavelength.
David and Goliath myth.
Yeah.
They're very, 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 very strong.
I'm not familiar.
But it seemed
Okay.
it's
I've
I
heard of
assume
that.
so. It's the story is that a very very short person managed to take out like a half giant warrior in a single hit with like a sling. It's very impressive, and it's like an allegory, and God knows how long. Gods do know how long, how many days. What was I saying?
So
Well, I really don't want
I
to wear this for the rest of my life, so we got to do something.
Well,
I
the good news,
know
John, is we are
my
either going to die trying, be able to take it, or we'll be able to take it off. So eventually, you won't have to wear it anymore. The other, one way or the other.
If we just stop doing what we're doing with these crystals, is she good with that, or do we have to keep destroying them,
We've
or else
already
she's
told you
gonna
everything we
kill
know.
us?
She
I
said
don't know.
very little.
What do you think, based on okay?
Based on what we know now, what we knew, I think we either stop fucking with them and she'll be neutral, or we continue to help her and she'll be appreciative because she was appreciative. She said that it was getting harder to deal with them recently, which is good.
I imagine the only problem is if she finds out that we're trying to do what we are trying. That
And
would
she
be
will
the only
eventually.
problem.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out. So I guess after we deal with this Titan business, because she should be on our side. Actually, maybe not. This has nothing to do with crystals, really.
She's not on
Specifically
our side.
crystals.
She's not on our side.
For in regards
Or at
to the
least be
Titan,
The
in
deities are
regards
not
to
on our
Titan,
side.
I think she
she would
would.
be against us.
I
Right?
don't think she wants us. I don't think we're supposed to know about it. I mean, there
Oh man.
there is a chance. I feel like it is a possible like reason that I point to Vita that you got banished was that you weren't supposed to find the Titan. If everything before a certain point is removed, why would they want anyone to see it?
So should we stop?
I can't.
Can't what?
Stop.
Well,
I cannot stop what we are doing. I actively am aware that I'm using.
Using, you cut off after using, like everything after using.
I need to talk louder. I am using intentionally vague language, so front what I now realize I think I have to do.
Okay.
Tarlan and John Vita, I know that both of you seen what we have seen, so it has not affected you in the same way, but I will not judge you if you want to stop, but I can't.
I nod my head. I say, look, I haven't tried to do anything good for anyone in a long time, and I want to do this. I don't want to let these people go unchallenged.
John.
um, I've come to terms with the possibility of all my friends dying again, and I'm just don't want to let that happen. If we don't do this, somebody else might, and that could erase the entire world. So I really just don't want to wear this necklace for the rest of my life. So I'd much rather do
Yeah.
that.
I mean, this has been my plan since we learned about them was we should just kill them all anyway and just get rid of it. But especially now,
Probably shouldn't say that out loud just in case.
Let's keep it
K-word.
easy.
Them all. But especially now, there's just something about being under the watch and control of a person like that that kind of just makes me sick and I hate it.
I will
So
not.
I'm glad we're on the same page now. Makes me really mad we weren't there. I bet we could have done something, but that's
I'm
No,
glad
you're
you.
wrong.
I don't mean this
Uh-huh.
in a mean way, but I'm really glad you guys. I don't. I would not wish
It's in
that
the
upon either of
past.
I have no
unfortunately.
But
concern. I have no concern about whether or not you would have been there because I have complete and total confidence that had you experienced what we experienced, neither of you could do anything. And that's
It
not an
was.
we'll
insult;
see.
it's a statement of fact.
Yeah.
It's opinion.
Vita,
But next,
respectfully, I hope you never have to see what we saw.
okay.
Vita,
Well,
Vita, as someone who can hopefully consider themselves in some capacity a friend, I will do everything in my power to make sure that you and John don't ever have to see what. I look to
yeah, I
Felix
mean,
and
we're
I
on the
nod.
Well, we
same
might see
page.
him
We're
eventually, but until
we're a
that day
group.
happens,
They took your finger. We can't just let that slide. I mean, that's insane. No one's even taken any of our shit before ever,
yeah.
much less a finger.
Well, we're going to have to let that slide today, probably for a while.
Well, how about
But
we
if the time
follow her
comes,
plan? We do what she wants. We'll keep doing what we're doing and stopping these things from happening. But how about just while we're doing it, let's just figure out maybe what's in these amulets, and then maybe
Yeah.
we can figure out
well, I think that
something
should be a priority for
to
sure.
get her, in a good
Yeah.
way if she's
I'm gonna
listening.
stand up for the first time on my own now, just kind of breathing in heavily, dealing with the shock still of all of this. We did find some information from your office storeroom.
That's right. That's right. I
I
Oh,
think
like
I.
believe
what?
you go,
Go
Felix.
ahead. Okay, I'll go. I have. Delgradris had a map. He made sketches of the area of the places he was working and the areas around them. I traced it, so now we at least have a smaller area that we have to.
That's good.
I got the impression that the Titan is underground and can only really be accessed underground. So I think we just have to find the Pell excavation site, and eventually we'll be able to find the Titan.
That's kind of what my brother said. He said that Zell hired 50 people to dig,
God.
which is an insane amount, but I feel like it would not leave like hidden trace. So I feel like if we can get
It's
there to
also-
that area,
Yeah.
It's worth mentioning what I saw. Vida, I didn't get to tell you yet, Felix, but I found some notes you took. It seems you grew obsessed with something. There was a shift in the tone of your writing as you were writing about what you were discovering regarding this Titan settlement. And Steven, you said it was a red eye, is what it was described as?
A red eye. He drew it several times. It's a red eye in a triangle.
Yeah, I'm going to pull out this drawing and intentionally not show it to Vida. I'm going to show it to Felix and John. This Vida, I'm not showing it to you for reasons that should be obvious, but you wrote in your journal how you were becoming. You wrote more and more about it. You repeated yourself saying you had to find it, that there was some greater vision, that this was some gift you could give to society or some gift the world had given you to find this thing. It reminds me of when I was obsessed with that crystal. So
it really is always something.
This lines up exactly with where my brother is leading us, because I thought this would be terrible.
Sorry, Vida. Let me understand this. I thought you were not going to talk to anyone in your family.
Yeah, wait a second.
I didn't. What's going on there?
It's a long story.
You guys go.
John approached. John, what did you think of this guy when you first saw him? Fine.
He was a hard old working man who, seemed really strong. And then all of a sudden he said, "Do you want to talk about my brother?" And
then it hit me.
And then yeah.
Like
what did you?
Memories?
Oh, I just remembered like a bunch of stuff about him. I got all these feelings about him. Like that's my brother right there, man. That's my brother. And like we lived life together. It's weird because it's not my life, but it's the feelings are there, the memories are there, so we're cool. And he doesn't know anything though, really. But it's good now because now we know. This is perfect because he said the next best people to talk to would probably be Ty and Alika,
I'm sorry,
and I'm sure Alika.
Vida, what memories? Like how far back?
The tea's going through me. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, don't worry, John. Yeah, we've been drinking tons of tea, by the way, chocolate tea.
How far back do you remember?
I was a kid. First I was a kid.
Wait. Sorry.
Yeah.
I looked at Felix. I looked back
any
at
memory.
The
fact that he has any memory is ridiculous.
You were a kid in the last era, right?
There's at least an era has passed since you have appeared. So you've smuggled memories in.
Yeah, you remember something from a previous era.
I will say this
Has that ever happened? I'm like kind of like looking back, just like shocked.
Let the DMs speak. Let God speak.
I will say in regards to this, when you all visited the banished residence, there were some people there that were banished in the previous era, like knowingly, in whatever way they were. And they do have memories from there. So you know that.
Oh, okay. We already know
that. If you already know this, but the fact that Vida has had his memories wiped is weird, because there was also, this other dude who was brought back by the Dark One, and that's what Vida suspects he was brought back by. But there was this other dude who was, and he has his memories.
He remembered it.
He still remembers. And so there's the fact that Vida doesn't have his memories is weird, but the fact that they're coming back is even weirder, because any instance of memories going away you all have ever experienced. experienced is the eras, and those memories don't come back, right?
So it was something else that got rid of my memories. It wasn't a, most likely, it wasn't a first order deity if we're going off of evidence, the way memories have worked. I
Evidence
say
is a
that
good thing to
out
go
loud
off
to
of.
them.
Maybe they have a secret sibling that they betrayed and killed.
Because what's interesting, you know, if we want to get into this, is some of the memories I just got back is from when I was in the banishment zone, when he was banished. So being banished didn't wipe his memories either, which kind of sucks for him. He was lucid and alive in there the whole time. And then, so that pretty much what I'm saying though is my memories were wiped
Oh.
either right at the end of me being in the barrier or even after I came out. And maybe I was still Zell, and then they got wiped in the real world. But I feel like that's even more weird.
That's fucked up.
Like, I mean, someone did it,
That's
an
fucked up.
individual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think once like we started asking you questions, like sat down and just like relaxed on whatever like bench or something is there and just like leaned back. All my muscles have been tense and I was still physically exerting myself as a deer. Okay. Vita, could you introduce us to your brother?
Oh yeah, yeah. Let me get up
Can
and
we,
do
before
that.
we go
I'll
back, before we go back in, Felix, do you have healer's kit? Can you bandage my finger?
oh yeah, he's
Yeah, I
kind of
can
Or
do you
bleeding.
one better.
what's left of
Kind
it?
of bleeding.
I can do you one better.
I just don't want to worry your brother.
I will get a. It's just to stop bleeding, so I feel like I probably have balm that I make with my herbs and stuff. You know, I have that ready to go. I'll just apply that, and I can make a nature or medicine check.
I'll say
If it's a
because
medicine check, I can make nature. Blah blah blah.
yeah, I'll say because it's not healing anything. Give me a nature check, just to see how well you can dress the wound.
Wow. I 20 still.
I'll say you're able to dress the wound and make it look a little bit more presentable, but this is something where it's just going to need to take time, right? Like
Okay.
straight up taking
It's
a wound,
as healthy as it.
but it looks good now. Like it looks like it's going to heal. Just don't put too much pressure on it.
Okay.
For the first time after he does this, I am just gonna like check all 30 of my pockets, make sure everything's still there.
In your hurried state, you are able to get things back.
And I'll
Oh, Vita,
return.
before we go in,
Oh yeah.
we did have to talk to your daughter. We did have to talk to your daughter.
Good. That's
And
great. She's gonna be so excited to see me.
no, we freaked
Not
her. I
us.
freaked her out.
You freaked her out.
I think the whole thing freaked her out. She
Didn't know. She didn't
was
know
there,
what
She was
happened.
there.
From her
I
perspective,
mean,
I'm sure she didn't see the
she did not.
goddess, but what she did see was us appear out of nowhere, bloodied, hurt, disheveled, and then Felix telling her to never speak of this again.
What she saw was we were having a perfectly normal conversation, fell over and vomited. We freaked out, which was I think rather appropriate considering what we just witnessed. And I decided that I couldn't really explain away the behavior, so I told her that what we were doing was dangerous and that she never met us.
Okay. But you didn't say me, right?
No,
Just you guys.
I said Vita. I did not say she did. She
Oh,
has no reason to
see, this
believe
is
that
a pickle.
she has. I did say Vita and John.
That is the way to describe it. A pickle.
Yeah,
I
I apologize.
just told him.
I apologize after the fact, but
Mm.
I felt that it was best in the.
Wow. Huh. Well, you know, it's fine because I don't have any memories of her yet because I haven't met her. So if we just stay away, I'll probably just not get memories of my daughter back, which is probably fine.
It's callous to say, but I
I don't really
think
care
that's the
right
best
now.
Just
course
do
of
it
action.
after. Just do it after we
do everything else.
them.
Save
It's
the
just the
world or
awkward
something.
thing is that my brother said that Ty, my former husband, is the one who would know, the only one that would know the details that we need to actually get there. And I am sure
Is
that
that a
he's
good
in
thing?
communication with the daughter.
Well, they
Somehow.
panicked, and we can just tell them to tell her that we're out there, haha, and
Just
To be
she'll see me
honest,
later. I'll be
Okay,
home
uh,
later.
your best bet is to just tell your brother. It's what your brother and sorry, I admit I'm inserting a tiny bit of meta knowledge, but I assume you would tell us this. Your brother and his wife are the only ones that heard you say Vita.
Yeah, they know I'm Vito.
Great, great. Tell them, suck it up. Tell them you don't want to be called by that name and to never mention it again. And
Well,
they
I
won't
mean,
say
like
anything.
when we talk to my husband, he'll tell my daughter, "Hey, your dad's back. I just saw him. He's
That's not the
purple."
problem. The only problem would be for them to know that your name was Vita.
Okay, a little
Yeah,
loophole here.
as long as
Wow,
we don't tell Ty
wow.
your name, I
Okay,
it'll probably
but
be
I
fine.
need a new name.
put on the
You
mask.
do you
Okay.
still? I mean, uh,
You can just go by your old name while we're talking to him.
it's
He's probably
because
gonna
what
call you that name anyway.
you said you have your memories
Just
back. Do you still feel that we ought to call you
just about
Vita?
this guy. Just about this guy. Oh yeah, no, I'm Vita. I just remember that this guy is my brother. But I mean,
Okay,
come on.
Okay.
I mean, I'm Vita.
Well,
I've been here. Come on.
I'm
I've
with
been here
you.
this whole time.
let's
I'm
stick
with
to.
you.
Just wondering.
Okay. All right. Well, we pretty much told
Let's
him half of our stories
let's
anyway, like
let's stick to
out of
Zell while
order.
we're there. While we're there, if it doesn't bother you too much.
I'll workshop it. I don't know
Oh,
that
wait a
name.
minute. Sorry to keep talking so much. I think this means now we can, in some capacity, tell the truth. I was worried about. I turned the turn on. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this on the way over.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking microphone. I think we can tell people about what we're doing with the crystals. Not like willy nilly, but like they're not going to be in danger from knowing. I think.
Just knowing that we are confiscating them and destroying them when
Yeah,
possible.
it's
Yeah.
because what
People
we
know
are
about them.
doing is still good. Yeah, so we don't have to hide that from them.
I
True.
still feel like we should interject that we haven't, regardless of what she said, I feel like we haven't really been destroying crystals per se. We've been collecting them. So perhaps
Doesn't
we
matter.
may wish to start destroying them
She said she liked what
to cement our case.
she liked what we were doing. We should probably start destroying them. Yeah. Um, we just got to keep doing what we're doing for now. And we can cross whatever bridge we come upon when we get there.
Yeah.
Does your brother
the last
have
thing
liquor?
here, first of all, his name is Howard,
Says
and
Howard.
Howard?
second of
Sorry.
all, he no, he only has chocolate flavored tea.
That'll do.
And third of all, before we rope him in here, just the last thing, the Titan, it has nothing to do with the crystals though. So if we go
That
for
we
the
know of.
Titan,
We don't know
which
that.
yeah, that we know
I
of,
don't think we know
I'm
that.
just afraid. I just don't want us to go there and then maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the crystals, and then she shows up again, and then this time we just get immediately like, is
I
there a
don't
way we
think
can
she will
pretend?
show as long as we have
I
this.
I think what we can say is, I'm Felix is like looking at you, Vita, and I was going to say we would just give the truth that we're trying to figure out stuff about your past. However,
Hmm.
I
It's like
don't.
as long as we spin it a certain way.
As long as
Yeah.
we're not lying.
All right.
The We need to think on it though. I don't know if they like you by nature of my emotion to all of you. Your skin. You're banished. You had to have been banished for a reason, right?
Well, you said that red eye was called the banishment eye or some shit like that. That's gotta be it, right?
Yeah, the banishing eye.
Oh yeah, no, I think you got banished when you were there at the Titan. But whatever
The-
that banishing
You
eye
think
was.
you saying Vidana banished me, or the banishing I just looked
Did
at
you?
and I got banished?
Please tell me you didn't just say. Oh no, you
No,
can't
she's
say
the one
that.
that she's
Sorry.
fine.
Yeah, you
That's
can
the
say
one
I
that.
she's
always
fine.
think
Yeah,
it's.
yeah.
I always think it's all of them.
My
Just
heart
the
skipped a
current
beat
God
too.
They
shit.
got
Don't
an
worry.
ego.
This
It's
God
just the
shit
others.
pisses me off, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if,
Yeah, it's
okay,
one thing if she banished me, but if there's like an object did it,
Yeah.
then, you know, she might be
Okay.
chill.
then that's perfectly fine. We're just investigating things that exist in the world.
And I'll
Nothing
say,
wrong with that.
Right.
and I'll say this, Vita. You're talking about it. You don't know if it's related, but you do. Some of your first memories coming back, and when the word Titan was said at Verdora deities, you had flashes of you from first person POV reaching out and
An
grabbing
orb.
a white orb.
Yeah.
Not saying it's related,
Okay.
But
just things to think
Yeah.
about.
The question is me grabbing that orb, did she come down and pink light me out and all of my crew, or did the orb itself just kind of zip me out? We'll find out. Anyway, my brother's kind of sitting in there. I can see him eyeing us through the window. He's just sitting there with 4 glasses of tea. He's just kind of
You glance over,
twiddling his thumbs.
goes away.
I'm just glad you guys are all right. But look, we're here. We're on a farm. She can't get us here. We
it's really nice here.
yeah, we'll just chill. And now we have conviction, and we're just. I'm not worried.
That's good.
The storm hunters. Come on, guys.
Well,
The
I
Storm Hunters.
will, and I don't, and I
You're gonna have
try,
some crazy dreams tonight.
I try not to make this in a demeaning way, but when the Storm Hunters, I, as genuine as a person can be, will like put my arm on his shoulder like a support way, like, and nod, like, yeah, we are. It's a good
We
mindset
got it.
idea.
There we go. All right.
Oh yeah.
One step at a time. Okay.
the
Now,
horror.
please introduce us to your brother. And is that his wife? She's looking at us now too.
Yeah, Pez.
Yeah. Pev.
Okay. Tev.
We don't really know her.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I mean, you can always start now, I guess.
Yep. And I'll
We don't really
say
know her.
you all enter and have some chocolate tea with Zell's brother and Pev, his wife, and you are all offered a place to stay for the night, and are able to sleep there if you want. And I'll say we can end the session there, with you
Seems
all
like a good spot.
at a place where you all either the next day or late at night will leave this place. And
Can I?
one session.
Sorry.
Yeah. What's up?
There's one, like, just detail of how of Felix's behavior throughout the rest of the evening.
Mhm.
I like kind of just sip at my tea, very slowly, even when it's cold. And unless someone like talks to him and is like keeping him engaged in conversations happening, he just kind of is staring off into the distance, like middle distance, thinking
Mhm.
something. And for the evening, I will say to Howard that I appreciate the offer, but I appreciate the offer, and then I will not go to the bed, and I will just sleep completely out on like some soft grass outside.
He pushes
as
back a
fuck.
little bit, but he
Vibes.
realizes how serious you are, and
I
also all the
he
crazy
I don't
shit
ign-
y'all
I
have been
ignore
talking
him.
about.
Sleeping in a
I
nice, warm, comfy bed. My
He's
belly's
like,
full of
all right.
That's awesome, man. The grass calls
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Be safe.
No, don't say anything.
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good
Good
stuff.
session, everybody.
Nothing bad will ever
Well,
happen to me
If I got,
as
if I
long
got
as
one
I
I
for
really
that,
thought-
it's Yowza.
I thought
Mhm.
Turlon was dead.
Yeah, I thought
I
Turlon
really
was
thought
just gonna
Turlon was dead.
like lose an arm or something.
Mm-mm.